Ready? 3. Yo, what is going on, PARAFlixx? How's everybody doing?
Hi, everybody. How we doing out there?
Hey, guys. If you don't know, we are the New Reality. I'm Cody.
I'm Shawn.
And we're going to be hosting this event. Paracon is live in Vulture City right now. Paracon II, right, Shawn?
Yes. What an honor to be a part of it, and what an honor to host. We love this stuff. We used to podcast back in the day.
Right.
And so this falls right into what we like to do. So
absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, guys, we've been on PARAFlixx pretty much since the beginning. We're also on YouTube as well, so you can check us out on there. We got a couple interviews for you guys coming here shortly. Natalie Jones is actually in Vulture City right now
as well.
As well as Patti Negri. So they both have some lectures that they're going to do, but we're going to bring on some guests here shortly. Here, I'll play their trailer so you guys can check it out. And
I'm Rob Thompson. For 25 years, I've been traveling the world investigating reports of alleged paranormal activity. My team and I video document our investigations around the country. No frills, no hunting, no nonsense. Just some old world magic, a pinch of pseudoscience, and respect for the dearly departed. We are the Ghost Finders.
awesome trailer.
Yeah. What an honor to be a part of this, right? Like, you guys look amazing, right?
Heck yeah. I think they're on season 11. Well, let's bring them in, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to bring in Rob right now. What's up, Rob?
What's going on? How we doing, Rob?
Oh my gosh, you caught me. How are you guys? How are you?
Enjoying his day, huh?
Purely medicinal, I promise.
No, you're good.
Sunday. What's up? Everyone looks happy and shiny.
Heck yeah, man. We're just we're enjoying your trailer. It's an awesome trailer.
Yeah, it looks like you've been to some really amazing places.
Thank you. Yeah, it's this sort of really the last couple of years we've really up the ante. You know, we started out doing this in like 2010. It was very sort of basic, very Blair Witch sort of like, okay, set it, forget it type of thing. And we've sort of evolved over the years, and as you know, as we've grown as a team, and you know, and so as of our experiences, and so season 11 was just we just kicked that off our Facebook page as a free episode, 45 minutes special, and it was just an extraordinary place, Sweet Springs Sanitarium in West Virginia.
Should we bring in the rest of his team?
Yeah, you're actually, the other team just popped in. I'm gonna bring them in for you right now.
Yeah.
Here's Steve. What's up, man?
How we doing, Steve?
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
There's Steve.
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right. How's it going?
It's going fantastic.
Yeah,
we're super excited to be here. It looks like Megan's here as well, but I don't see her picture, so we'll wait till she pops up to bring her in.
She said
so you guys, she looks like is she muted?
Maybe.
Megan, if you're here, knock once for yes. I don't think she can. Oh yeah, of course.
Knock. All right, she's here. Let's bring her in.
Let's bring her in.
What's going on? How's it going, Megan?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Awesome. We got the whole team here. Right on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my picture to come on. I don't know what the dealio is. Hang on.
It was working for a second.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's see. Let me go down to Safari. Let's see. Oh, technology.
Yeah, right.
Well,
we can blame it on the ghosts.
Yeah. At least you're knocking. It's okay.
Let me leave and I'll come back and I'll see if I can appear then. Say my name 3 times to conjure me and I'll be right back.
Right on.
Perfect.
We will all say her name once. Megan, definitely.
So what's going on, Steve?
Not much, man. Just enjoying a nice long weekend. found out on Friday that I had Monday off. I should have known that before that, but of course, I'm so very well organized. So I'm enjoying a 3-day weekend right now.
Nice. You guys have a holiday going on or what?
Yeah. So just Monday, my company is giving everybody off for Indigenous Peoples Day. So
Awesome.
I am not complaining. I will take it.
Heck yeah.
Take it. Why not?
Oh, and there it is.
There she is. Hello, Megan. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us on. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Is it?
But
There
they
we go. Well,
are.
hey,
Yeah.
it's nice to formally meet you guys.
Yeah. By the way, I'm Shawn.
And
Nice
Cody.
to meet you, Shawn.
We're from the New Reality. So
Awesome.
So
I love
you
that.
guys just released your season 11, correct?
Yeah.
let's
yeah.
talk about that experience.
Well, like madness, really. I've always had a soft spot for mental institutions and like. But enough about my background. That's right. But seriously, the place is Sweet Spring Sanitarium, and we just had. It was one of those extraordinary places that is all encompassing. It's just like everything all at once in the same place on every different level to different members of our team, like almost at the same time. And it just became it was one thing. I don't want to sell too much, but I mean, we obviously have our part 1 of that, the season 11 premiere. Right now, we had overnight like 43 views.
Wow.
And now we're into nearly 51. I think that none of us really expected it to go how it goes, and we never can really predict. But I certainly know that I speak for the whole team when I say that in our wildest dreams we didn't expect what happened to happen.
Well, it seems like a lot of people are more open to paranormal these days, and I that's what I love about it. You're seeing this big, huge, several people putting out videos, and people are really interested. PARAFlixx, obviously, we've been here since it started, and we're excited about it. And it seems like you guys are in the same line of what we like to do. It's just paranormal is amazing.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
This is like our everyday life interacting with spirits, and we're truly living in an amazing time because of the technology that we have, how we're able to capture these things on camera and share them. Like the world is so connected right now too. So it's easier for us all to compare our findings and see similarities with different experiences.
Right.
So it's so awesome to have a place where all of us in the paranormal family, as I like to say, to come and communicate that with each other.
Yeah. And it seems like we're all becoming more open to spiritualism as well. And I think that, again, that helps us communicate with spirits a lot easier. I mean, at least I could say that for the New Reality. Right. And it seems like a lot of a lot of those paranormal groups do the same thing. They're really into the spiritualism part of thing, and that's communication. They're searching, right? We're looking.
Right. And that's why I love our team, because we come at it with so much respect and creating those friendships with the spirits that we're meeting for the first time and offering them just a dialogue and compassion and see if there's anything we can do for them. We don't come in demanding things.
Yeah.
I think that's why we get a lot of the awesome results that we do.
Seems like-minded people. That's exactly how myself and Cody approach it as well. It's a respect. They're human beings just like you and I, and that's the way to approach it, right? Just be respectful, and you're probably going to get a lot more communication going on. So I like it.
Everything is about intention, and I think that more and more people are realizing that now, and spirit can tell who you are. You don't have to. They already know who you are and what your intentions are and how you're going.
100%.
before you even come in through the door. So Megan is our our secret weapon. She is our catalyst.
Is she a medium?
No, well,
I have a connection. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rob.
no, I in answer to what say about our secret arsenal. If you think is, like Eastern State Penitentiary and all of those places that thousands of people and hundreds of groups have been through and dozens of TV shows have been through, spirit at a certain point is just like, oh God, here we go again,
Right.
Yeah. And then when they, hi Mel, they
Welcome.
us arrive. Wait, there's this beautiful woman, and she's doing a a friendship ritual. Wow, these guys. No, guys, come on back. Look, they're different.
Yeah.
No, they are.
Yeah.
Look.
Absolutely.
And
I like that. Again, it's a good approach.
Not that spirit
Thank you.
of flies, but more flies with honey. And
Yeah.
I mean, who could say no to Megan? I mean, look at that face and look at Melody. I mean, the two beautiful faces. So yeah, they are our estrogenic secret weapons, and they are amazing investigators in their own right as well. So, and then there's Dan. Hey Dan.
What's up, Dan? And then there's Dan. What's going on, Dan?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, Dan's the man. He's the glue that keeps this thing running too. And Rob, oh man, we're just I always use the term family, because going out and just helping spirits together and us getting to share our love of the paranormal with all of you guys and all of our fans, it's just so meaningful and we love it. I feel like this recent episode, Rob, too, showed all of the best parts of our teamwork too and what we can achieve. It's really, really cool, you guys.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be able to share with the world what we experienced, and again letting people know that there's things that we may not understand, and we're trying to understand it, and we get a chance to share it with the world, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. Thank you, PARAFlixx.
Yes.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Dan. No, when we actually did the episode for the Hinsdale House, and that's how I met Dan. I was fortunate enough to be, we're fortunate enough to be invited in there, and that was on my bucket list for so long, and it's just.
I'm still waiting for my green M&Ms, by the way. He told me he was going to bring me green M&Ms if I let him investigate the Hinsdale House, and I didn't get any. So.
I would have to buy 100 packs and then sit there for 2 hours, just bring them all out. They don't sell them individually a lot up here. Those be stores anyway. But Dan, the man, is absolutely, like Megan said, the glue, part of the glue and fabric that holds this happy, crazy, mad, well-intentioned, awesome family of investigators together. And we love him to bits, even though he's just constantly pulling my chain like no one.
So you guys all bring something different to the team. What is it exactly, Dan? What do you do for the team? Maybe we get a chance to talk to each one of you guys. What do you bring to the team? Maybe you have a strong attribute.
I mean, I have an intuitive side as well, but I'm also a big equipment kind of techie kind of guy. So I have tons of, my wife probably would kill me if she knew how much equipment I have in my office right now. I hope she's not watching this. But I literally, anytime there's a new piece of equipment that comes out that looks interesting, I always get it and test it. And I like to experiment with that on the show, using them just to try to see what type of results that we can get.
Nice.
In correlation with what Rob does and what everybody else does, it's really interesting when it all comes together. When you're using equipment along with a medium and an investigation all at the same time to be able to kind of collaborate together. So that type of stuff really interests me. History, obviously, we're all in it because we all like history. We're all history buffs. bringing back the history and bringing back things that that maybe are forgotten to put on people's plates. But I think it's interesting, and I mean that's what keeps me motivated.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, right on. So,
Well, just it's funny you said you were mentioning about history. I hated history in school. I couldn't stand it. And it's not until I actually got into the paranormal where I actually really started to enjoy the history of things. So,
and there's an evolution between the team. I mean, when we first got it, it's me and Cody. Sometimes we'll have Anthony with us. He's the guy usually carries the camera, but having us go in again, we weren't interested in the history. I'm the medium of the team, but finding out whatever we find at the location, it was cool to go back and look at the history and go, oh, wait a minute, that's actually relevant to what happened. Yeah. Right. So who's the medium on your guys' team?
Steve.
Is that you? Steve?
Yeah, who is that?
Steve.
Anyone know?
Yeah, totally.
They didn't even hesitate on that one.
That's called
Daniel,
getting thrown under the bus.
We needed to hear Steve's voice for at least a second.
He's like,
Steve,
"That's
tell us
Daniel,
about yourself."
Thrown under the bus.
extra large medium. That's Rob, right? Yeah. No, I suppose I've really sort of been a closet medium all my life, and I just really just these last few years just really gained the stones to come out and actually start developing the ability, and it's really been and it is unfolding as an extraordinary rebirth into this universal psychic ether that is always around each and every one of us, and some of that we actually all have the ability to tap into.
Yeah.
And the spirit equally has the ability to tap into this sort of limbo place where we can meet and converse and communicate. For me, it's only been really the last couple of years that I've come out and been and done show, and with my psychic mediumship teacher Diet Renee, who trained under Lisa Williams, the well-known medium.
I actually studied under Lisa.
Did you study under Lisa? Yeah, she's.
I've been to a couple of her workshops. Yep.
So you probably know Diet.
Yes.
I've
heard of her. Yeah.
And it's every day is an extraordinary adventure. I'm just very blessed to, number one, have her, and number two, to have the most amazing, incredibly experienced and just off the charts team around me that make everything, all the pieces fit together perfectly.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So
I know, it's from the moment I met you, Rob, is the moment I started pushing you, because I knew how good you were, and just with it was just that confidence that needed to come out a little bit more, and you're I mean, from what we've done in the past couple episodes, it's there. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and again, I think being in the field, we all start picking up. We all start getting that feeling and being able to communicate. Megan, are you in the similar boat? Are you kind of? I feel like maybe an intuitive. You feel like something's there, but you're still not fully embracing it.
For me, I've actually been witch practicing eclectic witchcraft and traditional witchcraft. My grandparents helped raise me on that, so I've had that kind of relationship with spirits going in. And back at season 7, I want to say, Rob, he invited me to come be a guest in just an episode, and with the way I did ritual, we got amazing results. And Rob was like, do you want to just be a part of the show, not just a guest? And I was like, most definitely. This is what I do on my Tuesday night, with or without cameras rolling. So ever since then, we've just been bringing those traditional ways of speaking with spirits and marrying them with the new technology that's out there. So it's been great. And it is true, I have opened up more on the show from when I started in season 7, because I've been able to share some pretty awesome traditional ritual with everyone on our show. Like, everybody's like, man, when you licked that dirt and you were eating dirt and just out in the field, that's crazy awesome. So like, yeah, first episode of me doing that, I might have been a little bit more like, I don't know, I don't want this to be broadcast in a cheesy way or something
Right.
that was just, you know, not the best for all the pagans out there. But Rob and Heather and everybody, just like Dan is saying, they have such good hearts and great intentions. So it's been really wonderful to just keep expanding all of those things that are everyday witchcraft with the show and everyone.
Yeah, and everybody seems like so many more people are open to this now, and really are more accepting of it. And that's the beauty of it. Again, everybody, I like to say it's a great awakening. People are becoming and they're searching, and we get a chance to show them in a real way. We take this very seriously. It sounds like you guys are the same way. We love this, and we want to continue to do this, and we want to prove to people there's something that we're trying to understand and we're trying to prove, and we want you guys to follow us on this journey.
Everybody said good energy to Melody's mom. I guess she had to leave because her mom fell. So.
Oh no!
Terrible.
Oh no!
Yeah, can we
Send
she's
good
okay.
vibes?
Yeah.
And Melody is such a wonderful part of our team too. To speak for her, she is an amazing and seasoned investigator, and to cover all of our bases and stuff, she'll just make sure there's no way that we're getting any false readings, and she helps us debunk a lot of stuff and does wonderful like safety checks of the perimeter. So we have like every single base covered, and then we can switch and kind of like all how would you say it, just build on one another. I love our team with the Ghost Finders. It's awesome.
It sounds like you guys work off each other, which is great.
Oh yeah,
it puts together like spontaneous. It just happens, and you know, people who have an appreciation for that, I would say, well, you know, wasn't this out of the box. You know, it was to find people who had such passion that it was their life breath. It was their lives. You know, the dead are all a big part of our lives. I think you hit the nail on the head earlier, mate, when you were saying about how this has really evolved in leaps and bounds, the whole awareness of spirituality, but also a lot of this is being elevated, I think, in a way by our daily with this pandemic. It's death. It's all around the news. It's in social media. So I think because of this, it's really made people think even more about, okay, what's after this? And you know, this is one of the things that reasons why we love doing what we, you know, you do what you love, and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah,
there it is right there.
Yeah. We're gonna do this one day for a living, but you know, right now it's part-time. It's a passion. We put all of our extra time into it, and it sounds like you guys are blessed enough to be able to do it for a living. It sounds like, which is great. And again, it's not a job, right? It's an adventure.
You know, it's funny. I had I'm actually out for my kids soccer team. I teach soccer and U5s. Nice. So they're all like running around like crazy. There's my daughter Lily, who's 4, is one of them somewhere around, I hope. And and another one is Haley. And Haley, when I met Haley, it was about 2.5 months ago. She was just like, "Hi, you look different. How are you?" and then I realized she had mouth.
Wow.
Huh.
Telepathy?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was blown away, and then the next thing I heard, Coach Rob, you okay? You okay? And I yeah, like I was like just snapping out of it. Is Haley there? Can she come over? I want you to meet Haley. All right, just real quick. I'm not gonna. This isn't.
No worries.
I want you to. She's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, we've all seen The Shining. This
Yeah.
child,
Yes.
I know all of us are gonna feel something when you meet Haley. Come on. Themselves.
Hi, Haley. How are
Hi.
you?
Hi.
All right, and we were talking about and Haley and I chatted without other people hearing us, which is pretty neat. Because I'm like, take a shot.
We got Rob Droid going on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who is it scores all the goals?
Oh.
Oh, I think we lost.
Yeah, I
was that?
think she was a technical difficulty. So much energy coming
There you
off of her.
I was going to ask him to read my mind next, but let's see. We'll save that for a shoot. Rob, what am I thinking right now? And I'll give him a dirty, evil look.
There, he's back.
There he is.
We're back. Sorry, yeah, we distorted the psychic. But Haley, you saw, don't you? When you see what kind of people do you see?
I see people
Passed away, and
Wow.
they are like uncle aunts, or who was the last one you saw? Anyone today? Last one? Who was it? Yeah? Very cool. Did you chat? Did she hang out? You play? Super cool. Because, to have friends over. Nobody knows. Have fun. So she's going to be a star, and she wants to be. Right? So she's going to
Nice.
her mom to a shoot, and Rockstar, paranormal rockstar. There you are.
Nice.
Rob is glitchy, yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of glitchy there, Rob. Going in and out.
Rob Droid.
Oh, his connection's bad. There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So while Rob gets that all squared away, what can we expect from your guys' season 11?
Well, I mean, on top of what we've all done in all the years that we've been doing investigations, we each bring kind of a different aspect of our lives to the plate as well. Like Heather and Rob, as far as all the years, like with Heather, she's an amazing editor. Me with directing and being involved with different television shows as far as production goes. Megan is probably one of the most sought after makeup artists in all of the United States.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
I think we are able to we take it to the next level as far as when we're shooting our investigations and able to really push ourselves to make it not fluffed. You know what I mean? We're
Sure.
coming in, being able to actually film and honestly do what we do and be able to portray that on camera and make it interesting for people to watch. So it's not like you're just going to do a live. we'll let it be
Right.
from shooting a reenactment or makeup or whatever we're doing. Everybody brings something else to the plate, and I love the quality of our episodes since the end of season 10 moving forward. It's amazing, and adding a narrator to the story as well to be able to portray the stories that we're doing. I think it just really adds to the video output that we're having at the end of the day.
Most
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's all on presenting, right, Cody?
Yeah. Presenting is something very hard and yet very easy to do. You really have to find what you guys are looking for and stick to that, and really just only focus on that.
Yeah, and we're sticking to our guns as far as our purpose of being there. It's not, to find a demon or really scare people. We're there to help or try to uncover answers for the people that are bringing us in, and we're documenting that in a way that is interesting for people.
And that's awesome too. It seems like you guys try and go in and debunk, and that's really what Shawn and I try and do as well. Is I think you have to, being a paranormal investigator, you have to debunk.
For sure.
And not every place you're going to get paranormal, right? So, there may be some interactions, but nothing major,
That's where people like you come in to make it interesting.
Yeah.
Because if we can't find it with our gadgets, you'll find it with your brain. So that's good.
Right.
Or your third eye, is that what it is? The third eye?
Yeah, it's third eye awareness.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's may have knows it here, but no. And again, I like the idea. What's that?
No, I was just saying. So we were talking about third eye yesterday, and Kaylee, this is.
Lost him
again.
again.
Rob.
Poor guy. Yeah, again, this awareness, I think, also brings them to where they want to communicate. Because, again, we bring in this light, right? And they're like, okay, these are good people. These aren't, yahoos that don't really know what they're doing. They're coming in for a good purpose. And again, we shine a little bit differently. And I think that they can recognize that.
Right.
And we've been pretty successful.
Yeah, exactly. It helps them open up to us more. And with us, like giving our best to the cinematography and the experience, we're trying to help immerse the audience too into what that relationship of being there with the spirits and communicating them is like. So exactly, it's a little bit more than just a live stream. You can feel and see what it's like to actually physically be in that space, and the close conversations we're having, and how a little bit more intimate they are than just like some yes or no questions back and forth. We get into like how they feel being there, and the awareness of some of the spirits too, being like, I know I'm here by my choice. My emotions are keeping me here. I feel like one day I will be able to leave when I want to. I know it's up to me. It's not somebody being like, poof, magic, I said the words and now you're free. They are going through their own, sometimes trauma in these places. And I'm just so happy and proud of everything we've been able to capture and share exactly from season 10 to now 11 with you guys. So it's kind of like a new way of experience a paranormal show.
And I think
exciting
too, especially like with you, Megan, with the rituals that you do, because you do different rituals at a lot at the locations that we go to based on what you think is going to be best for us to open up those lines of communication. And since I've been investigating with the ghost finders, I think that helps a lot as far as opening up those lines with the intent, what our intent is of going there, because we get over that whole getting to know phase for the first 3 or 4 hours of being at a location because of Megan's ritual that she does.
Yeah.
Right. Rob's communication. So
one of the things that I've really enjoyed, being here for just a few shoots right now, but it's not an interrogation, and that's a big thing. I mean, we've all been on those investigations where you run through. It's like a shotgun approach of like, who are you? Why are you here? And it's just these monotonous things that you're not going to want to answer, whether you're living or dead. And so, like, I mean, I'm not going to want to answer that to somebody walking up the street. And so I like that because it's a much more intimate conversation, and you're actually conversing with somebody,
Right.
which is how it should be. And that's something that we've done really well, and I really like that.
I love that about it.
See a lot of similarities between the how we investigate and how they investigate. That's cool. I like that.
We should team up sometime, you guys. For
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Powers combined.
Let's do a collaboration. Can you imagine? That'd be a great
awesome.
time. Great
Heck
time.
yeah. Well, hey guys, I hate to cut this short, but we do have another interview coming up soon. I'm gonna go ahead and play your guys' trailer again one more time, just for everybody.
It was an honor talking with you guys. You guys seem like an amazing team.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Let's hook up for sure, guys.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be
will.
in touch, and it was an honor meeting you guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks,
Peace.
guys.
I'm Rob Thompson. For 25 years, I've been traveling the world investigating reports of alleged paranormal activity. My team and I video document our investigations around the country. No frills, no hunting, no nonsense. Just some old world magic, a pinch of pseudoscience, and respect for the dearly departed. We are the Ghost Finders.
Amazing, right? Amazing group of people.
Yeah, similarities, right? It's really cool to talk to them.
A lot of similarities, which is cool, and I like that because you and I go in with a debunking approach,
Right.
and it seems like that's what they are too.
Yeah, and we're going in as being we're doing it personal. Like we're
Right.
trying to make communication with a person, right? So it's not the hey, why are you here type of thing. It's like let's learn about this person and have a conversation. That's
Absolutely.
what I love about these guys. Definitely a cool team for sure.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring our next guest. We'll bring him in right now. And I think they're all here. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Cool.
I don't think we formally have ever met before. My name's Cody.
I'm Shawn. We're the new reality.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
how's it going?
Hi. Well, my name is Cody.
Sorry, I
So
kind
that
of
makes that easy.
There it is. That's the best name there. So it's perfect.
It is.
So how are you guys doing?
Yeah, cool. Just chilling. Sunday.
I haven't seen these guys
Sunday
in a while.
What was that?
Cody, you got a haircut. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm well. It's more. My mother died like 3 days ago, so I'm lucky I'm even here. So,
I am so sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
yeah. So it's been. She actually went in the hospital whenever we were filming, and got out of the hospital, went to a nursing home, and then things went downhill. So it's been rough. So actually, I don't have a haircut, Ryan. It's more I need to wash my hair.
That's your version of a haircut.
It is my version of a haircut. I mean, your hair's still red. You told me it didn't.
You lied to me. You lied to me.
I did not lie to you. I told you what the hair part. His hair is natural color.
Yeah, he's like vampires. Their hair is red naturally, you know. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? Like, okay, and I fought against it. I did not want to be a ginger, and so
Gotta embrace it, bro.
yeah, he made me do it, and they said, oh, it'll go away like in 3 weeks or something, and it was a lie.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, it was a total lie, and my roots are blonde, but my hair's red, and you ruined my life.
All right, perfect.
But it looks great on screen.
Oh, that's great, Cody.
That's funny.
But I don't know. Who are you guys? I don't even know what's going on.
So we're the new reality. We're hosting PARAFlixx in Vulture City right now. We wish we were there. We're not. We're actually hosting it offsite. So
yeah. We're a paranormal team that's we're on PARAFlixx as well as YouTube.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 15 years and we love what we're doing.
Cool.
How
So
about you guys?
You guys like investigate hauntings and stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Everything that has a haunting or supernatural to it. Yeah, we'll investigate
Correct.
it.
Okay,
That's really cool.
that's cool. Yeah, I'm getting.
So how about you guys?
Well, we just finished at the
We're
end
not
of
ghost finders, no.
yeah, we're not ghost finders. We made the first. It'll be Natalie approved it as the first original production as a feature film for PARAFlixx.
Nice.
Which was a hefty investment for her, but she loved the idea, and so Scott plays a Father Mark, who is a priest who ends up being abducted by the vampire, which is Ryan. And the vampire is forcing him to perform the miracle by which not just transubstantiation, because he tries that where it becomes the blood of Christ, but it actually literally becomes physical blood, which has happened only a few times.
We found blood and put it in the cup, like literally, and I drank it on screen. It had COVID. It had COVID in it.
So unless you're Catholic, it's happened a few times. Pope Francis had it happen as when the wine became blood, and it's always AB negative when they've tested it. But to make God do what he wants, he starts to kill people because he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it sounds dope.
Yeah.
Releasing that. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. So basically, like, but the twist is really that it's interesting is that I play the vampire, I'm the evil one, but yet I have more faith in God than the priest himself, because the priest has just gone through this crisis where he almost lost his faith, or he has lost his faith, right? And so he's trying to perform this miracle. I'm moving him on, being like, do it by like killing people. But yet I have more faith that it will happen than he does, because I know that there's a God, because I'm the devil pretty much. So I'm more in tune than he is. So that's like the duality of the film, which is very interesting how it like portrays how it's almost like that old adage where the meek shall inherit the earth. People that are more broken or closer to God, you know?
Right.
So, and go ahead.
Cody, what role do you play in that?
Well, I was the director and the executive producer. I ended up having to play a character at the beginning of the film because our actor didn't show up. I'll tell you something really neat with this film is we had help, not the Academy can endorse officially, but a lot of people from the United States Military Academy helped, because my wife is the music director there, and one of the two music directors. The other one will be doing the composing. Father Matt, who is the chaplain for the Catholic Chapel, was our theological advisor on the film. Father Shawn Mangus, who is a military chaplain, who used to be at West Point, also advised on the film. So did their religious ed director, and then the Capuchin friars got involved. So it's very, which made Natalie very interested in this for PARAFlixx, because how many times does independent film get people of that caliber involved? And Ryan, what Ryan just said, there's a moment when the vampire is sitting there poking the shoulder. I love it. He pokes Scott's shoulder, Father Matt's shoulder, saying, "I believe more than you." Like, it's so like, because he has no doubt, right. Like every day he says he has to deal with the big three, that they're always causing him trouble.
Yeah.
And so he goes in knowing that if I can get this blood, it'll cure me. Life will be good again. And we were able to do we have one scene in the past, which my wife was in with Ryan. My wife is a first-person historical impersonator, and so we have clothing from the time period, and we had the leading expert on 19th century clothing come over and help do the clothes. And I mean, I think I was trying to get a clip together for now, but my mother died, so that just went by the wayside really fast. But that moment was just really well done, and I think it showed we were fortunate to have Ryan's a stand-up comedian, but Scott he had just had a film that came out on Amazon, and we had superb actors, absolutely superb actors for the roles, and everything leans on these two men. I mean, the truth is both of them.
I was going to ask Scott, did you have to do any background as far as playing the part, as far as how priests would act, or was that something that's in your background? Tell us about yourself and your part.
Yeah, I did some research, but I had this image of priests, of how a priest is, how their life is, and then I started watching some YouTube videos of priests doing blogs and having a camera follow them around. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about priests showing how they live. Man, it got turned upside. I mean, there's priests that are surfers that are just, if you didn't know they were priests, you'd think they were like a dude going to a bar every weekend. Right. Just the way they, yeah, it's
like a regular bathhouse, attendee.
Absolutely. So, yeah. No, but I mean, I had this image of of pretty much a priest having a boring life. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was my image of it. But they have a lot of fun.
Just not with women.
Not with women. They can drink, but I mean, besides that, I mean, there's a lot.
Isn't that interesting that priests can drink, but they can't indulge in women? Like women will destroy you way quicker. Alcohol. Yeah.
You see why Ryan's a stand-up.
Right. I hear it.
They're way more evil.
I think we all know that. Nah, it's not.
I'm not saying anything. I have a wife to go back to.
I'm just laughing,
Yeah. It means nothing. I'm just laughing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been working on this?
That's when we were talking. So I have the rights to a film about the actual event that inspired ET, the Hopkinsville Kelly event with the little goblins.
Wait. Hellier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that freaking series on YouTube. It's amazing.
Yeah, so I saw that, but then we have the rights to make a feature film from the family of the Sif family, the Sutton family.
Okay.
And so I was talking to Natalie, but she's not in a position because that's going to require some real a lot of capital. And so I'm still in talks with people to get that done. But and in the pitch to Natalie, I mentioned this idea. We didn't even have a script. So in 4 days, I wrote it. I sat with a rosary and talked to the Blessed Mother. And I'm not Catholic, by the way. That's the even funnier part. My wife is. And wrote the script. And we had to cast it. And Ryan and Scott are supposed to be part of that other project. And so I said, hey, let's bring you guys in. And actually used a lot of people from that project because we used Kane Preston back. Also, he lives in New York, and it was like in 6 weeks we went from having no script to filming, and so it was a really fast process.
Wow.
And Scott had to learn how to sing Gregorian chant, and so my wife was teaching him online, and then
that's a bit of a challenge. To be honest.
What's that?
It's a bit of a challenge.
It sounds challenging.
Yeah, I felt bad for Scott. He had like some challenging things.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. I mean, the character I play, going back to what I was saying earlier, he doesn't look like he has an exciting life, to be honest. The character I play looks like he has a boring life and a very depressive life. But yeah, it was still enjoyable.
He's still laughing.
Yeah.
Well, he was inspired a lot by I mean, one of my favorite films is The Exorcist. So Father Karras is a great role model. You're sitting down there
great
like
film.
a priest. You know, because people think, oh, there's all those effects, but what really is it about is about the priest and what he's going through. And so that's what with this, you know, this is entirely focused on the priest and the vampire. I mean, there's another character that has a really major role, which is played by Jen Nolan, who is the mother that is abducted by the vampire. And she has, but I would say her role wasn't as complex as both of these men, because she's pretty much a good human being, and they're not. Neither one of them. They've got issues. You know, she's pretty simplistic in comparison. But the main focus was the two. And then we have a bishop, a small role for a bishop, and a small role for this guy who's having sex with his boss at a radio station or TV station. He's the cameraman.
What?
Wow.
There's a bit of comedy in the film.
That's the thing you added in late. Like after I left, I think even after you left, Scott, did you add that in, that twist? Where
we had to go back and do some reshooting, and we had to expand the character because we didn't think something was working. Initially, we were going to have this police officer was supposed to be a bigger role. We cut his role down and had to expand the role of this cameraman. We had no other character to go to, and it just happened. We stumbled into, and Ryan would love this. This guy is comedic gold. He's absolutely on screen.
Pretty funny, I must say.
He's hilarious, and we had no idea. He was just a local actor, does theater, Brooklyn accent, and he is just he soaks up the screen. And we worried if it was too much. And my wife watched it the other night, the rough cut, and said that it's absolutely Shakespearean. He's a Shakespearean fool, which was the intention. Like he takes away from the tension. There's so much tension between these two men. And then we go to him, and it breaks that up. It gives us the tempo-wise. It's like, okay, let's laugh for a second, and then let's go back to a deadly serious discussion about, does God exist? If God exists, is it really fair that we're supposed to follow his rules and we have no idea like what these rules are? Like we're just supposed to figure them out, and then we get punished if we don't follow them. I mean, Ryan delivers some lines on that are the way he delivers them are incredible.
That sounds super intriguing.
Yeah, exciting.
And the thing is too is that like in that scene where Cody talks about where I'm with Cody's wife, Emily, who's playing the vampire that changes me into a vampire. I'm like a French 18th century aristocrat or something.
You're a doctor. Remember, you're a physician.
Right. I'm a physician, and I don't believe in God. Right. I'm very secular, and I mock it. And so once I become a vampire, I spend my whole existence using rational methods to transfer myself back from that world of darkness into the world of being immortal, right? I can't, it's torture to be immortal. At first I have fun, I like it, but then I just start resenting it. And then I have to it's strange though, because I almost look at the whole act of transubstantiation as a science experiment almost, you know? I'm like, I gotta get the priest, I gotta get this, the cup, the chalice, I gotta get this done. You know, I'm looking at it totally from like a rational perspective. And but yet I have more faith than, because I know it'll work. So there's all these like interesting dualities at play.
It's not a normal film, guys. I mean, it is different, to say the least.
Seems very interesting, actually.
We all have sex on film, right in the moment. It's just crazy.
And how long is
the twist?
Yeah, that's the twist. Is that
I've never watched a film like this.
Gay sex turns back into being mortal.
It is right now an hour, and we just locked video, so it is with credits. It'll be an hour and 45.
Heck yeah!
And so I mean, it is a horror film, but it is more thriller like.
Clearly a comedy as well.
And a
There's a little
bromance.
bit of comedy.
It's just everything all in one.
And a bromance, huh?
There's action as well. There's action. There's
It's a
I
porn.
guess there's a bit of horror, yeah,
Porn to it.
and a lot of drama.
Lots of it's really a drama. I mean, the gentleman who played a bishop works for NBC, and he said, Cody, this is clearly a drama, but it's dealing with these issues. I mean, and I can give a little bit away. The priest is dealing with the complication of, if someone kills your family, is it okay to kill them if they don't fight back? Is that a just or unjust murder? And that sets the whole film up, without going into too many details. And that's a really big question. I mean, the Catholic Church has settled it, but for us emotionally, most people would say, yeah, you have a right to, but then that's not what faith is in Christianity and forgiveness. And it's a very complicated mix. And we probably have more acts of confession in this film than any film ever made, because there's 4. We do the act of contrition 4 times, and people have to give up their faults, and they don't want to. They have to be honest about them. So I mean, I've been blown away by the performance of both these men, because I've had to stare at it every day and hear their voices in my head over and over and over again. And Ryan's hair's still red. Wow, I'm blown away by that too. When he turned,
Ryan's what?
Your hair is still red.
The edit's been a challenge. I think Cody's put a lot of work in.
When I messaged you, being like, Cody, what the fuck? What is going on?
Well, I can tell you that after they see this performance, people are going to want to see you in red hair.
Never. Again.
There it is. There it is.
I'm going to shave my head and get a swastika on it or something in protest. But yeah, and what's interesting is, like, that's why I choose Father Mark Scott's characters, because he is having a crisis and he has committed a sin which he is not repentant of or remorseful of, really. So I identify with him, so I'm like, I'm gonna get this guy and kidnap him and make him do my thing,
Now, when will this be live?
We are we have to deliver it to Natalie and PARAFlixx. If everything hits on schedule, December 31st. December, we're going to music. Craig Williams, who's the music director at West Point, is the composer. He's at the Cadet Chapel. We are working on, and a lot of it depends on COVID. They have not opened Eisenhower Hall yet. We are hoping we can pull off a premiere there. The Cardinal Sheen Center in New York City wants to have a premiere. We're going to have a physical premiere, but it was built for a streaming service. So, I look ahead at that, but we would love to have, because so many people from the Academy were involved. There's a lot of rigmarole, and we never know what could happen. If they say yes or no. I mean, it's government.
Right.
But they have done it once before, and the standard has been that the cadets can come free, which we're perfectly fine with. There's 5,000 of them. They can come and watch it. That would still be, we think that maybe we can pull that off.
Now, what's the name again, so I can post it up on the chat for everybody?
Transubstantiation.
That's right.
Which is the process by which, when a priest is doing the mass, the wine and the bread become the body and blood of Christ. So people aren't Catholic, don't realize that means they believe that it is literally the body and blood of Christ.
Right.
I think that title will get people's attention. I mean, most people might not know how to pronounce it.
I don't even know how to spell it.
Especially after a few drinks. I mean, try to say that. But
right.
It took me a while to learn to spell it.
I think it'll definitely get, that name, not many people have seen that title before. So I think that'll get
spark
people's
interest.
attention.
Well, I know we're super excited, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, it was super nice chatting with you. We got to get Natalie popped on right now. She has a lecture coming up right about now.
Awesome.
So looking forward to watching it, guys.
Yeah, excited to get a chance to watch it, guys.
For sure.
All right, cool.
Thank
Talk to
you.
All
you
right, guys. Nice
ya.
meeting you.
Thanks so much. See ya.
Take care, guys.
Awesome stuff, right?
Yeah, that sounds very, very interesting.
December 31st, guys. Transubstantiation.
Well said.
I like you like that.
I like
it
that,
only
I
took
like
me
that.
one try.
Yeah, well, say it 5 times fast.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. No, awesome people. Yeah, guys, Natalie's gonna be popping on here shortly. Should we play a trailer, bro?
Yeah, let's do it.
For everybody who doesn't know who we are, check this out.
Hold
Hold on, give me a second. It's gonna give me a minute. Hold on. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, guys, you can't even imagine. Like, we're excited to be a part of PARAFlixx, and we're creators ourselves. And at one point, we're hoping we'll have our own type of film, right? We do have series, we have all kinds of different things out there, but we're excited about being a part of PARAFlixx, and we've been a part of this team since they began, right? It hasn't even been a year, 6 months, maybe.
Yeah. No, we're excited to. Whoa. Hold on. Sorry. No, we're excited. We love Natalie. We love Patti Negri. We love Nick. We love all of them over there. They're awesome people. And I think they're doing a great thing, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome that they came to us and asked us if we want to be a part of this. And again, it's an honor to be a part of this. And you see the growth just it's been, I don't know, like I said, 6 or 8 months.
Yeah.
And you see the growth in the creators that are on there. And it's really awesome to be a part of it, honestly.
So it looks like the file's too large. I'll fix this later, guys, and I'll show it later on today. Natalie should be up soon. Yeah, dude. You know what? Going back to Ghost Finders, bro. I think they got a solid team there. I really do.
Right. Yeah.
It looks like they're a solid group of guys and gals, and they're they have the scientific approach as well as the pseudoscience and all of that.
And you know what I like too is they have a person that's also producer type.
Right.
He has a good eye on how to present. I know Cody and I, we go in and we're presenting ourselves as we go. But it would be nice to have. I guess we're both creators. We're very artistic, and I think we present well. Right. But again, these people, it's a constant. You want to get better. You want to approach better. You want to present yourself better. And it's kind of cool to see somebody that's been at it for so long, as far as the filming part of it. And again, that's great. That's a great opportunity for growth. And I know we've been doing it we've been YouTube maybe a year. And
YouTube seriously
a year. We used to podcast, and you're seeing that now. This is a similar thing for us. Exciting. It's been a while, but it's fun to be able to be just talk about paranormal. It's a great time.
Yeah, no, and that's it's our passion. We like doing that. Like Shawn was saying, we have everything set up for podcasting because that's where we started. But we've been doing paranormal investigating for God, how long now?
It's been over 15 years.
Yeah, and what a roller coaster! What a ride! The YouTube thing, we started on YouTube, just a phenomenal platform. We're really reaching, and we get to do it our own way.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
And again, that artistic eye. I mean, we already, we as a team did investigations very well already, but then we had to learn, and we're still learning how to present it to people. Like these things we catch, and now we're catching it on film.
Right.
That is a big transition from just getting, some kind of reaction or action from something that you can't see. Or sometimes you can, but
right.
Paranormal.
Right. Absolutely.
And supernatural, because we've also seen some crazy UFO activity as well.
That's true.
So we've got a chance to be a part of a lot of different things.
Well, here you guys go. This is going to be a exclusive PARAFlixx for HoloFlix, which is all this month. It's going to be a video that we're releasing. I'll play the trailer now. It just went off.
It did.
He what?
What was that?
Oh, shh. Oh, what the fuck?
fuck was that, dude? What was the speed pressure?
Thank you. Off again. It's the blue now.
What the fuck was that?
That was the other REM pod. The new one. Is that you?
No!
Something
Dude, I'm
was
right here.
thrown.
I'm right here, bro.
Something was thrown. My gosh, dude. I'm full of body chills right now.
There it is, guys. There it is.
I mean, dude, I got goosebumps listening to that again. That place was dumb active. Like, I could not believe how active that place was.
Yeah. No, that place is absolutely insane. I'm excited for PARAFlixx to for us to give it to PARAFlixx.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It's going to be a treat for everybody. That the name lives up to what happened there. Let me just say.
Yeah, we'll probably go into the story and how that all became, but I'll tell you what, there's been some remarkable things, and that place lived up to its name.
Yeah, 100%. Did you just copy?
I did that on purpose.
Let's see if we can pop Natalie in here. Natalie, you there? She might be having difficulties on her end.
As far as catching, she was a little bit glitchy, but
yeah, she was.
When we were talking earlier.
It's all right. We'll hold her out for a sec.
Yeah, so exciting about this. This is an exclusive for PARAFlixx, and again, we've got some really good locations, and we've caught a lot of really amazing things. This place, again, we didn't have any clue how active this place was going to be, and it was.
It was stupid, dude. Yeah. We walked into the place, and again, we heard, we won't give too much away, but we heard some local stories about that house, and we went to go investigate, and
holy cow, yeah. I mean, we didn't push record on our cameras, and our equipment was going nuts. It wanted, whatever it was, wanted to make its presence known, and I think it just knew what we were about. Again, we talked about that with the ghost finders.
Right.
They know what we're about, and I think that's why we do so well when it comes to paranormal, and that's why we get so much interaction with the spirits that might be there. So,
all right, guys. Hey, I think Natalie is getting on now. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's okay. We'll pop them in here in just a sec.
Yeah, I don't think that
because I know Natalie's doing a lecture, and I think she might be filming for her. So we're gonna pop her in just a sec. Out there she is.
There she is.
So
hi.
Is it?
Hi, can everyone see me? Can y'all hear me?
Kinda. Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me and see me.
Oh, it's flipped at me.
It's flipped at you. Okay,
yeah, I can't see you. There you are.
There you are. Hi, Natalie.
There she is.
Arlene is the Von Brigati from My Darkest Hour. So,
hello.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Can you?
I'm just gonna be a tech guy temporarily and see if I can turn the camera around.
This is Adama from Ghost Static. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bud?
Cody and Shawn, you are awesome. Thank you so much.
How you doing?
Oh, hey, heck yeah, we're having a blast.
When do you guys use a front-facing camera? As you're streaming, are you using a front-face camera or the selfie camera? Or are you on laptops? Okay, never mind. Yeah, hello.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. For all of you at home watching this live, thank you for joining in. This is amazing. It's been a phenomenal experience so far, just sharing all of this with everybody. Again, if you're at home watching, thank you for joining us here at Vulture City Paracon II, hosted by Jay and Marie.
Nice.
Yes, and a huge shout out to Jay and Marie Yates for putting this on. So it's awesome. We've got some amazing talent here, some of our own content producers and family here at PARAFlixx as well. We've got Stefan Brigati from My Darkest Hour.
Heck yeah. Nice.
We've got Unearthing the Supernatural. They're all over here. If you want to pan out all these great people. Yes. And of course, we've got Doma Fischella from Ghost Addict. Ghost Addict, yeah. And over here, we've got Todd Spencer. Of course, he's over here. He's out here on the. It's full out here. It's been a great game. We started out with an amazing ceremony the first night, and it's just been back to back for everybody. So thank you for having us. Thank you for having me to talk today. My name's Natalie, just for all of you that don't know me. I'm president and CEO of PARAFlixx, and I've also written a book called Awaken the Higher Self, Bringing Darkness to Light. It's this book here. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about my motivational series. It's called Awaken the Higher Self, Create Your New Life from the Inside Out. And it's really about becoming a being of unconditional love. And we're all here. We're all here to learn, right? It's a process. So every day is a progression. It's a new day. It's a new day to become better. And so I think that's what it's really about. Your perception, is something really a failure, or is it not? Maybe it's just an opportunity to succeed. Maybe that experience happened because you were meant to proceed on a different path that it took you to, or maybe you had that experience to learn something. So I believe that, there's a message in everything for all of us. So with that said, I'd like to start off with a quote from my book, and then I'm going to end everything with a really nice poem. So and again, this is out of my book, Awaken the Higher Self. Chapter 2 is called The Point of Light. Every action, thought, and emotion is energy that has a specific vibrational frequency. The energy that is sent out into the universe will attract energy that vibrates at that same frequency. Then it comes back to you multiplied. As you sow, so shall you reap. Who you are, your strength, depends on the energy you create and the amount of heartstrings you're truly made up of. It can change at any time, so live each day in this dimension, loving unconditionally. So it can change at any time. Our heartstrings are vibrational energies that come from our heart, and depending on what you do, your actions, your words, your thoughts, all of that can change and shift at any time. And the more that we're, continuously working on that awareness and really being in that place of, monitoring our thoughts and our feelings, almost like a walking meditation, then you're able to really build up those heartstrings. And it's just like these unseen forces that we all know and love that unites us. Though you cannot see them, but they're very real. It's the same thing with our heartstrings. Have you ever walked into a room and thought, I don't feel comfortable in this room? And you get this weird sense of intuition, like maybe it's coming from a certain person, or you meet somebody and something's just not feeling right. That's your spirit giving you a sign that something's off on maybe their spiritual energy and their heartstrings. And so that's what that is. Of course, we all know about the law of attraction. And in my book, I do go into a lot of the universal laws. But, our thoughts and our feelings are extra important in everything that we do, because our thoughts are made of electric energy and our feelings are made of magnetic energy. So it creates like these electromagnetic fields around us. And so when you're in that awareness and that meditation, you're able to elevate your heart center, which then emits energy out into the consciousness field, because we are all creative beings. So those electromagnetic fields that we're creating, that we put out, that's how that works. That's that law of attraction. Everything coming back, people, places, and things in your life that you attract. It's that vibrational frequency that's being sent out. It's all about energy. Everything is energy. And as we know, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be, energy converted into matter, or matter reorganized as matter. So our thoughts and feelings are super important in everything that we do. That's why, how horrible does it feel when someone gossips or like, makes judgment, like do unto others as you would want done unto yourself, right? So it's that same concept. If we're like judging someone, it has a specific vibrational frequency in its energy. And so you're probably going to find at some point in linear time, something of the exact nature is going to come back and bite you in the same place. It's meant to help teach us those lessons. What's good? Like, do you like this? Do you not like this? I liken it to like a line. You take a line, anything below that line is lower vibrational energy. Anything above that line is higher vibrational energy. So with the lower vibrational energy, it's therefore like dark in nature. Now let's not put too much terms into this. So when a lot of people think of dark nature, maybe evil. Yes, it can be. Lower vibrational energy can have deteriorating effects. Then above that line, you have the higher vibrational energy, which when you're thinking and feeling certain things, if it's of that specific frequency, then that's what you're going to see more of again. So you've got the law of attraction there. The most powerful part of your day in all of this is going to be when you first wake up and like 20 minutes before you fall asleep. And I'll tell you why. Because when we wake up in the morning, the first thing a lot of us do is boom, you're thinking of what happened yesterday. You're thinking of what happened 6 months ago that's really still like ticking you off or something or bothering you. Or maybe somebody had done something that you were like completely heartbroken, and it's a thing. I mean, it's a real thing. You've got to work through that. But if you can recognize that and know that, then what you can do is boom, immediately when you wake up, start thinking of positive things. Completely disconnect from your past. It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It's gone. When I first started this lecture, that time's gone. I'll never get it back. We'll never get this back. So every moment counts. When you wake up, you think about the things that you're grateful for, all of those gratitudes, because what it is you're still in that theta wave state of consciousness in your brain waves. When we're wide awake and we're active and we're talking and going crazy like I am right now, that is your beta brain waves. And then you've got your alpha, theta, and delta. Delta is when you're like sound asleep and snoring. So your alpha theta is very, it's your most powerful state of consciousness. It's also called, I think of me just like flew out. So it's like,
Go swallow it.
Yeah, don't swallow it. That was weird. Okay, so your theta, alpha theta state of consciousness is also called your hypnagogic state of consciousness, and that's your most powerful place to be as far as a creative being. Because your brain waves are really at that slower frequency. And so at a subconscious level, it's very powerful. So right when you wake up, plus it starts your day off really nice. You're in like a really positive zone, right? And so you start your day off, you think about all of the gratitudes. Don't think about yesterday or 6 months ago, because the moment that you do, you're cut off from not only your present, but you're cut off from your future. And when you're cut off from your future, you're not creating the things that you really want for your future. You're just telling the universe, I want more of that stuff that I'm thinking about that's really bothering me. And then nothing changes. So if you want to change, if you want to transform your outer world from the inside out, you've got to change. You've got to change from the inside. Our exterior is a complete reflection of the inside. Another really powerful place to be for creation and changing things from the inside out and all of that is about 20 minutes before you fall asleep, because what happens is, again, you're getting back down into those alpha theta brainwaves, and if you can hold that space for as long as you possibly can, then absolutely do that. Because what happens is, think about everything that happened throughout your day. I got a freaking, speeding ticket, or like I, got a flat tire, whatever it may be, that you would consider maybe not like, preferable, or maybe it like really affected you negatively. So it's really important and powerful to go through and revise your entire day, because here's why. The consciousness, the conscious present state cannot, the brain, the mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is not real. So you can imagine that, because technically really what we imagine really is, and what we believe is real. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not going to show up 6 months from now, because we're in linear time and a lot of people are very impatient, and that's what throws off that opposite energy and sends out different waves. So you want to go through your entire day, revise it to everything positive, and then it's going to convert from your conscious into your subconscious memory, which is your short-term memory, into your long-term memory. Now, the other part of this is our long-term memory is made up of all our reality profile, our perception of reality. It is all of our experiences that we have gone through up to this point. So you can have a very negative perception of reality, and maybe like the same things continue to happen, the same cycles, because we haven't learned, or that would be, considered a karmic cycle, right? So by doing that, you're starting to create new experiences to come into your life. You're starting to do the inner work. You're starting to think more positively. And it's not just about that, but it's very important, because our perception of reality actually controls the way that we react or respond. Something may happen to Todd, and something very similar may happen to me. Todd may be like cool as a cucumber, and I might like flip my lid. And that's because my perception of reality. And about 90% of what we react or respond to is controlled by our subconscious, and we're not even aware of that. We think that we're, but so when you have that and you can be aware of that, then you can respond and not react. In a situation where it may like cause, panic or a really big explosion of energy to go out, it's even more important to have that, because the way that you respond or react is going to send out a big wave of emotion and thoughts of that. And then again, at some point down the line, something very similar like that could happen, or you're attracting more of people, places, or things of chaos to come back. It's like a boomerang, and it never ends unless you just stop it. So it's really important. Our subconscious, our reality profile, all of that is it's our day. It's everything. It means everything. No matter how much knowledge you have or anything, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you live every day making sure that you're applying that knowledge and doing your best. Because if you're not living in in resonation with the things that we know and all of that, then what's the point, right? So yeah, so our subconscious is very powerful, and again, we're just not aware of it, but it's also directly connected to spirit, and our spirit is ever present. It's our true nature. It's truly who we are. My name may be Natalie Jones, but I am my spirit, and same with all of you, and we're all connected as one. When we start acting like that and treating each other with that kindness and being one, then we can really start to see a big difference, not just at a micro level, but at a macro level. Again, we're all one consciousness. We're connected to the same field. We have been so programmed to think and do things a certain way that we've lost our connection to spirit. We've lost that sense of like who we really are and why we are here. And so our reconnection to spirit is so important. All of us here, I know, we all know this, and the rest of the world, we all connect to spirit. Imagine what a beautiful world that would be, how much less chaos we would see. That's a beautiful monarch butterfly, by the way. So it's amazing. Speaking of that butterfly, nature is actually a really big part of all of this, because nature was actually created with the vibrational frequency, the energy of the purest form of peace that exists, the creator. And that's why when you're in nature, you feel so much peace. You know, like if you're visiting like a beach or like one of the wonders of the world, and think about it, you go and you feel so much peace. That's where you can find that peace, or by completely shutting out the external and through meditation connecting from within. That's the other place where you'll find that pure peace. So it's important to meditate and connect and sound everything out and just connect to your spirit as well. Because when we do that, then we're able to elevate our heart center and have that direct connection to the consciousness field. So like these messages that we get from the divine, it's all different for all of us. This is a universal law. What Stefan might receive as communication might be different from me. It's because the universe knows how to send a message in a way that the universe knows that each of us will receive it. So when we're connected to spirit and have that elevated heart center, so for me, I might hear something in my hypnagogic state of consciousness, you know, a message, but it's always for my highest good or the highest good of those around me on my path. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So that's why it's really important to meditate and connect with spirit, so that you know that you're finding the truth. It also gives us direction on creating that new life from the inside out and continuing on the path that's meant for us guided by spirit, right? So meditation is really important, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. You know, that's important. I know we get caught up in a lot of things going on. Yes, and it's important to, you know, continue our work and be a part and grow our relationships and do our work. But we've got to find that balance and give time to our spirit. And that's why meditation is so important, because our spiritual bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, and our physical bodies are all interconnected. And when one is off balance, one of the other is going to be off balance. So for example, let's say that I'm have all of these negative thoughts for a very prolonged period of time. I'll probably start to feel like physically exhausted, emotionally depressed. I'll probably maybe start doing something like that's not good for your physical body, like, you know, drinking excessively. You know, those are things where you know have like a physiological response as well. So that's why it's really important to understand that all of our bodies are interconnected, and balancing them is of utmost importance. So meditation is the way to enter into that spiritual zone for spiritual balance. I love yoga. A lot of you here know that, and if you're at home now, you know. But I really do push yoga because I know from personal experience how incredible it is. Physically, it releases all the toxins in your body. It's a constant state of meditation and moving energy and breath work. When we move energy and do breath work, we're able to enhance those creative abilities in our intention. And before I finish out with a poem, I just wanted to finish out with a process that you can go through. When you want to manifest something, when you want to create a new life, it's not just about healing and going from within in order to create a new external. That's a very big part of it. That's the foundation, because everything needs to be balanced out. And in my book, I go into a lot more detail about our chakras, our chakra system, our meridians. You have your central meridian flowing up the front and your governing meridian flowing up the back. And when they're flowing in the wrong direction, or your chakras have blockages, for example, then the light energy and the other energies that are meant to come through and create that complete openness without any blockages is really going to create that balance for you. So definitely, if you would like to read my book, that's in there. It'll go into more detail. So with that said, a part of that is really important to make sure that we're balanced on all levels. But it's also really important to understand that a part of the manifestation process is with that higher vibrational energy that's sent out. But once you have that and you have that reined in, you have to believe in it and you have to assume that it's already done. It's the law of assumption. Because if you really visualize something and then over time you start to get impatient, well, why isn't it happening? Or, you know, or you start to have opposing thoughts of that, of what it is that you're really envisioning. And then you, over time, it starts to turn the other direction and you're having opposing thoughts. Well, then you're giving mixed signals. It could take longer to happen. Maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe you just get lucky and the universe just absolutely loves you, so they just make it happen. The point is that you've got to understand that the general rule and the laws, we're all under the same laws. Nobody gets out of this. And so everybody has to do the work. It's a daily progression. You have to, and we're counting on each other to do that. And so the first thing that you do is you assume it. You assume that it's already done. Number two is you have to believe in it. You have to believe in it with all of your heart, might, mind, and strength. And if those negative thoughts start coming in, wait for 5 minutes. Calm your mind. Because that's not the real you, the real inner self. And our inner self is only a portion of our higher self package that exists in many different dimensions and spaces. And so when we believe it and we hold to that belief, where there's full faith, there can be no doubt. So it's about having full belief, full faith, and doing that. And then what you want to do is you want to emotionalize it, because remember at the very beginning of this, I said that emotions are made of magnetic energy. So you're going to magnetize whatever it is that you're envisioning and believing in. It's going to create that perfect electromagnetic field. And then the fourth thing is to step into it. Do this every day. Step into it. So what do I mean by step into it? Right now, I could say, if I step from right here, 3 boards up, I'm stepping into it. But what are you stepping into? You're stepping into whatever it is that you're envisioning. That's your life. What is your life? What is everything? Because believe it or not, the universe wants to give us everything that we desire. You know why you have those desires? Because they're given from the highest place. But in order to get there, again, we have to do the work. So you step into it. You step into that visualization. And if you do all 4 of those things consistently and continue to do that, along with other things throughout your daily routine, again, you wake up in the morning, you go to sleep, you meditate, maybe do yoga. But what are some of the other things that you can do that are really powerful? You can write in your journal. When you write in your journal, do affirmations. If you write it, it is done. And so a perfect example is for me. You know, I've been writing affirmations for years. I have already seen some things happen that I've written in my manifestation journal. It surprised me better than I could have ever imagined. So that's pretty cool. And that the same will happen for you. And so when you write it, it's very important. And the process of do a whole page, write the same sentence over and over and over the entire page, because what that does is it actually is still also a form of subconscious reprogramming. But then you're making it stronger and stronger. And every time you write the sentence, you're imagining it, you're emotionalizing it. Another thing that I like to do actually is to put on a really nice meditation or meditation music, something with a specific hertz frequency, whatever it is that you prefer. You can play that while you're doing your affirmations. The best thing to do is to, when you first wake up, because we're going to get really busy throughout our day, the best thing to do is when you first wake up, boom, you start thinking about everything that you're grateful for about 20 minutes. And then when you get up and you get going, if you have time that morning, if you don't, then wake up a little bit earlier, set an alarm or something, and do your affirmations journal, because this is really going to put things in high gear. You go throughout your day in a walking meditation. So the moment that you start to have these negative thoughts creep in that are not of your own, because anything negative is not of your own, boom, you push it out. Laugh. Do whatever you need to do to get all of that away from you. And it's all about intention and free will as well. Everything is about intention and free will, the law of free will. So if you have that intention to assume it is done, to believe it, to emotionalize it, to step into it, and really move forward in that, then you just it's like walking to the mailbox. You don't even think another thing about it. And I will say that if you have something come up throughout your day that really kind of throws you off or like upsets you, for example, I call them these energy vortexes, people, places, and things that want to try to suck you into this negative space or drama or whatever it is that's going on with someone else that they're dealing with. The first thing that you need to do is just have compassion, have that sense of unconditional love and non-judgment, and learn how to maneuver around it, whether it's by just completely disengaging, having a kind response, whatever that is. There are people, places, and things. And when you can identify these negative energy vortexes that pop up, you can start, then all of a sudden you're starting to see a complete shift in your entire life. Because again, it goes back to this energy that we're sending out. You get sucked into it, then all of a sudden you're reacting, and it's like a domino effect of all these different events now that are going on. Well, shoot, if I hadn't have reacted to it, then I'd still be over here doing this, and everyone else would be over there still dealing with that. That really had nothing to do with me in the first place. So be really mindful of that with these negative energy vortexes. And so the most important part, though, as well with the assume, believe, emotionalize, and step into it at night. Another great way to step into it is to create like a really nice meditative setting. If you want to light candles, turn off the lights, stand up. It's about posture, energy movement, breath work, and then you step into it. You can close your eyes and visualize it, and really put yourself in that space, like you're literally actually there. And before you know it, it's done. You're there. So yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out today. It's been an amazing time. I love every single one of you. I actually love this poem that I'm going to read to close this out. Actually, the first time that I heard this poem, I was in a yoga class, and my yoga instructor, she read it at the very end of our class. And when we laid down on our mat in Savasana and went to go do our meditation after class, she read this poem, and it resonated so deeply that I've always loved sharing it ever since. So the poem is by a woman named Donna Markova. It says, "I will not die an unlived life. I will not live in fear of falling or catching fire. I choose to inhabit my days, to allow my living to open me, to make me less afraid, more accessible, to loosen my heart until it becomes a wing, a torch, a promise. I choose to risk my significance, to live so that which came to me as a seed goes on to the next as a blossom, and that which came to me as a blossom goes on as a fruit." So it's a beautiful poem. I think it really wraps everything up that we talked about today. So awaken the higher self, create your new life from the inside out. It's simple things that we can do throughout our day. And over time, you'll change your reality profile, your perception of reality, and you'll start to see the world that you really desire from the inside. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming today, and go enjoy more Vulture City Paracon II. Again, the biggest, hugest shout out to Vulture City Paracon II, J. Marie Yates. It's going to be the biggest honor to be able to come back next year if they'll have me. I look forward to seeing everybody next year, and so enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you all of you for joining in at home. Much love. we'll see you next time. And here in about 15 minutes or so, Miss Patti Negri will be on, and you all will be able to see her motivational lecture as well. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Cody and Shawn. Bye.
See life.
We weren't talking. Sorry, we're unmuted. Thank you.
Sorry. All right, guys.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, awesome lecture, Natalie.
Yes, very well done. Natalie, again, I think the very well as the Mountain Man medium. I find myself when I'm getting as intuitive thoughts. It's similar. It's what people are looking at now, and people are really looking deep within themselves in their spirit and becoming a different person. It's amazing. I love it.
Absolutely. You know what I loved about it is she touched on perception is your reality, which you and I have talked on countless occasions.
Yes. And we all have our own perception, right? And going into a little bit of that, that's why you shouldn't judge on people, because you don't understand what their perception is on life. And so that's why I learned that a long time ago, even as a young kid. I realized that we all look at things differently. And so I think that was a very awesome lecture. Good job.
Yeah, great job, Natalie. I'm kind of jealous we're not there.
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully next year we can be there. October is all things spooky, guys. All things spooky.
Yes. And we showed our trailer a bit earlier. I got goosebumps because that place was ridiculous.
The place is nuts. We have a lot of stuff coming out for PARAFlixx, as well as YouTube, guys. We're busting our ass, and a lot of stuff's coming out. A lot of things are happening in October, especially here in 2 weeks.
Yes. We're actually going to be going to Reno, right?
Yeah, we'll be outside of Reno, up in Tahoe.
Yeah,
the Biltmore Hotel.
Yeah. Exciting about that. It's a cool event.
Yeah.
We're going to meet a lot of our fans. They're going to be there personally. And it's just, I'm excited about all that. I really
Absolutely. You know, and somebody we know and have investigated with multiple times, Patti Negri is going to be there.
Yes. Which is awesome, because she's getting ready to do a lecture in a few minutes.
Right.
We've had a couple really cool experiences with Patti. For one of the locations was the Ullman House. That place, and it's funny because we've had her on when we were podcasting, and there's energy there that I think has a lot to do with the land. But she opened the veil for us when we investigated, and we got a lot of crazy things that happened in that location.
Yes, absolutely. So guys, I know we're fairly new. I don't know if any of you have seen any of our stuff. We've been on YouTube again. I know people just coming in. We'll just reiterate. We've been on YouTube for about a year now. We joined PARAFlixx. We talked with Natalie, talked with Patti, and joined PARAFlixx, and decided to do that as well.
Right.
So there's different stuff on PARAFlixx that you don't see on YouTube, and then there's different stuff on YouTube that you don't see on PARAFlixx.
Yeah. So, but it's great because again, we're creative. We've been doing this for several years. We've done this for almost 15, probably a little bit over 15 years, and actually filming, that's a different animal. But we've been really, I think, in the last year, maybe a year and a couple months, we've caught amazing evidence.
Right.
Amazing evidence.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we've been featured on Sir Spooks, Nuke's Top 5, Slapped Ham, a bunch of all the other top 5 guys, and we're super thankful for that. I'll show you guys here a little trailer of one of our most popular episodes. Let me pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, it blows my mind at times, the stuff we capture. It just blows my mind.
Yeah. Okay, let's pull this up. Boom.
Yeah.
dude? Oh my god, what was that? Dude, it is so cold right here. What's your name? It's touching you now.
It's got his hand.
Wow.
Telepathy.
I just
What?
I just
Behind you. No, dude, that was a growl.
Right, I heard.
Can you move again, Shawn? Oh my gosh. I just saw a face.
Are you taking care of this 13-year-old boy?
Did you hear that? Oh no. Oh my god.
Tell me more about it.
No, we heard that.
That was
See what you'll
What the f was that?
What was that? We did not. I didn't.
Dude, I can't believe I saw it. Black. The door's moving. Holy sh!
I mean, that place was crazy, dude.
Yes.
That place was crazy.
Yeah. I'll never forget that place. I mean, again, there's a lot of places I won't forget.
Right.
Holy cow.
No, we've been blessed to we've been across country, across the U.S. really, going to these different places, and we absolutely love it. It's been a blast.
Yeah, and future. I mean, we are looking to try to go overseas. Obviously, with this COVID thing, it's not real easy until that all gets squared away. I think, we're always going to try, but
right.
We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. And this whole PARAFlixx thing, guys, it's gonna blow up. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up. And if you're not a part of it, or if you're subscribed now, and just be along for the ride, because it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. We're excited to be a part of it. We were with this team since day one, and we're excited about what they're doing and some of the things that, we just talked to a film creator, right? That they're doing a movie for PARAFlixx.
Right.
That's amazing. Again, that's a big step, and they're investing that time and money to create that content for all these subscribers and people that are watching.
It's a beautiful place. It's almost like Netflix, really. It's Netflix for the paranormal, and we've said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's everything paranormal, the supernatural, all of that. Full-length videos, music videos, TVs, all kinds of stuff.
You're dealing with psychic mediums. You're dealing with different types of witchcraft stuff. It's really open to all the different metaphysical things. I mean, if you're a spiritualist person, it's perfect.
Right.
And then again, it helps you in understand the things that are going on.
And that's what I like about it. It's getting everybody into this collective paranormal field, if you will.
Yeah. And again, that's expanding quickly, right? We talked about that a little bit with the Ghost Finders.
Yeah.
In those guys, I loved them the first time we started talking to them. I'm like, these guys are cool.
Yeah.
And again, the same approach, right? There's the same feeling of we want to do it in a respectful way, and that is what causes the activity and the direct responses and being personable. It's not these mundane, same questions over and over again. Hey, why are you here?
Right.
It's really trying to feel what's there and communicate with what's there. I love that about them.
Yeah, no, it'd be awesome to do a future collab like they were talking about. I think that'd be great.
Heck yeah. And they're really, you guys, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. They've been around for a while. How long was it, Cody?
He's been investigating for, I guess he said, over 25 years, which is a long time. But they're on their season 11 right now. You guys can check them out on Amazon. I think they're on Amazon Prime as well, Roku TV, and as well as a couple other things. They did just release a free version of their season 11 as a little 45-minute trailer or a teaser.
Oh yeah, and their trailer was phenomenal. Well done. Well, it brought you in. You wanted to jump right into the experience.
Absolutely. Well, hey guys, go ahead and get some snacks. Go to the bathroom, do all that. Natalie's going to be on in just a few, and we will see you guys in just a moment. Just a moment.
Just one moment.
Happy Halloween. I love your costume. Very simplistic. I love the sheet. Would you like some candy? Hello? Hello? Okay. Just gonna go back in.
You know what I'm saying? If it was like in town potentially.
Wait, not back. We are back.
We are back.
We are back. Stupid. It looks like Patty's getting ready right now. At least that's what it looks like anyway. So we're just waiting on her.
Chat a little bit more about the new reality, or there it is.
There it is.
Fortunately, it'll turn off in a bit, but
no, we tried to get the screensaver up and it just wasn't working. So Shawn put it back up for us.
So yeah, guys. Again, if you're watching this not on PARAFlixx, you guys should subscribe. I mean, it has a lot of good content and a lot of metaphysical stuff. You heard the lecture from Natalie, which was amazing. Again, it's right up my alley. I loved what she had to say. And Patti Negri's coming up next. I mean, come on, she's amazing psychic medium. Again, we had a great opportunity to hang out with her a couple times. We've done some podcasts with her on her channel, and she's also done it on ours.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that Natalie?
Yes, it is, but
it is Natalie.
Is she talking?
Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. How we doing?
Here, let's bring her in. Hi.
How we doing?
Oh, hi. Look.
Oh,
hey, well done. Well done.
This is
Nice
the
lecture.
PARAFlixx banner represent. This is Patty's table behind me. That's cousin Gary. Gary's also known as we call him Coco. Yes, Coco Cooks. He's got an amazing cookbook coming out.
Heck yeah.
And he caught me at a very good time. I'm right here with Todd Spitzer. Todd, say hi.
What's up, Todd?
Hello.
Yeah, and then right behind us here are amazing content producers from PARAFlixx. Let me go over here and everyone can say hi.
Yeah.
That's
Heck yeah.
right. Give me a big hug. Everyone say bye to Todd.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See you later, bud.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just been the most amazing experience so far. Look who it is over here. Who's that? Who's that?
I can't see. It's too far.
Okay. That's my goal. Do what you love and it's not working.
Oh, there it is. There it is. What's up? What's up?
It's
awesome.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I follow Mike, and a friend told me about him. He just got back from Egypt, I believe.
Heck yeah.
Before I step out here, let me put on my sunglasses really quick. So we'll be going live with Patti here in a few minutes too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So it's just an amazing. I'll pan around here. They're talking to someone right now, so I won't interrupt. It's of course Vulture City is a ghost town. Cody and Shawn, we've talked about coming out here and doing a class.
Yes.
New
Absolutely.
reality meets Ghost Hunter Girls.
Let's
do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so
Let's
this is
make
the
it
Wells
happen.
Fargo building over here, right in front of
Wow.
you. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Pan around. Down there is where I was doing my lecture. Patty's down there right now. I didn't realize she was already down there doing her thing. It was supposed to start at 2, so we need to hurry down there. So this is perfect timing. And then
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, what's the turnout over there? How many people?
It's amazing. There's been so many people coming through from all walks of life over the last couple of days. That's the best
Awesome.
part of all of this is meeting everybody,
Hey, I loved your lecture. It was amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. So, all right. Well, here's Patti. Hi. You find a shady spot? Three more minutes. So quiet. I'm not.
How exciting. It's nice to see you guys again. It really is.
Yeah. So Patti hasn't started yet. So yeah. So if it's great to see you again so much for doing this. When she starts, I'll go ahead and the camera and have it ready for you guys. So we'll see you soon.
Awesome.
Perfect.
See you soon. Right on. How exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear Patty's lecture, dude. She's a phenomenal lady, bro. She really is.
I like just everything about what she does and how she does it. Again, everybody has their own way of, as far as mediumship. It comes in different ways, and the routines are different. That's what I like about it. There's so many different aspects of people's mediumship, and
Right.
it's no two people are the same. It goes with just personalities as well. We're all different, but I love how she approaches things. We've done a seance with her. That was phenomenal. That was a cool
the Omen
experience.
House, right?
Yeah. We're supposed to do some future stuff with her as well, so that'll be exciting. We want to do an investigation with her. Can you imagine a bunch of intuitives?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I'm sure we'll catch all kinds of cool things. So yeah, look for that in the future. We'll be definitely investigating with her, and it'll be on PARAFlixx.
Oh, it's definitely be on PARAFlixx for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Exciting, right?
No, she's been around for quite some time,
She
right?
has.
She was on Ghost Adventures, quite a few episodes.
Yeah, actually, she's on there often.
Yeah.
They use her as their medium.
Oh,
You know
they
what I mean? They she's been on several.
Now, do they use different mediums?
They do.
They do. Okay, so just
But lately, it's been a lot of Patti being involved, which is great.
right. Well, I think she, like you were saying earlier, she comes in with a different approach, if you will, on everything, and she's super knowledgeable.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great.
And again, since day one, she's really encouraged us. She's really supported us. She brought. I believe she was the one that said, "Hey, look the new reality up," when they first started doing
PARAFlixx.
PARAFlixx.
Yeah.
Also, we actually got to be a part of this thing, Awesomeness TV.
Mm-hmm.
Patti talked to them because they were looking for a professional paranormal team.
Right.
That's us. Which was crazy. We went to a location that we weren't expecting anything because it was a show.
Right.
And that place, we actually got equipment.
Oh, here we go. Hey guys, she's live now. Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
Okay, can I start?
Yes.
You want to? Are you ready? Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for spending this time with me. Honored to have you all. I guess you do know my name is Patti Negri. I am a psychic. I am a medium, and I am a witch. I use the term good witch because I am a fan of Wizard of Oz, and yes, I actually do have the big Glenda Peak dress, and I wear it as often as I can. It doesn't fit through doors very well, but it's great. I have been seeing the other side since I was a little kid. I honestly thought everybody could, and I do think kids can. It just gets taught out of us in our modern non-mystical Western world. And I also just needed to talk to them from the time I was a kid. It was never dark or never morbid, but I was 7 or 8 when I did my first seance. And, they're there. They have a lot to say. You guys all know it because we were at a paranormal convention. So this is the time to talk to them. But what my gift really is, and what I'm going to talk about today, is more about energy. What I see is energy. Yes, I see spirits and talk to them. Yes, whatever. We're just talking aliens, ETs. I'm newer to that world. But I see energy. I see the cords between each of us. We use those terminology. Cut the cords, no strings attached. And I see the magic all around us. And how we don't always tap in it, like we're pushing our head against to try to get through the door, and the door is 1 foot away, and we could just walk right through it. And how often we give away our power and our energy. We are these amazing beings. We are divine creatures, whatever that means to you. And on top of that, we have free will. We are human. So we be anything out there. We get to create our lives and this. But in looking at people, once I came out of my psychic closet and did all that big corporate crash, I went, why do we give away our power all the time? I gave away my power between age 15 and 30 most of the time to illness, to control by other people, to be controlled by limiting belief systems, to control just anything else. We can give our power away to not take responsibility. And at 30, I just went, I don't want to give away my power anymore. I don't even want to be sick anymore. I don't want to be dead by the time I'm 50, like doctors tell me I will. And I just went, I'm going to use this energy that I see, this movement, this power that I see, and I'm going to mix it up with the witch that I am, elemental witch. It's not about deities or anything like that. I work with with nature, air, fire, water, and earth. The same as our beautiful Native American Indian people right over here. I am an elemental of the earth. We do all understand earth, the strength of earth, the power of a rock, a tree with the deep roots and the branches that get into the sky. We understand the flow of water and emotion. We understand the power of fire and passion. We understand the thought, air, big thought. And I'm like, what if we take all of this and I put it into practical daily living? Because we seem to struggle so often, again, trying to get through a door when the door is 1 foot away to do things. We all have these desires and we all have these dreams of things that we want to do. So thus I came up with my little book, Old World Magic for the Modern World. To be in it, you don't have to consider yourself an intuitive or a psychic or a medium. Though I would almost Vegas bet that everybody here is really gifted or intuitive or an empath or all of the above, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be drawn to this world. So you guys have the gift. You have the blood. But I don't have time to meditate for an hour. It is great to meditate for an hour, but I live in LA and I live a really fast-paced life and I don't have time to do this. What if I take some basic life concepts, mind, body, spirit? What if I take some basic magical concept, creation, working, dispatch? Oh wait, they're the same thing, and put them together in this handy little practical guide for us to get through life. And that's all it is. It's all about energy, and everything is energy. You can have any religion or belief system or lack thereof that you want, but it's just about taking your power back, creating what. Don't have illness if you don't want illness. Make money easy if you need money to be easy. And that's not what this is about. It's just about creating your power. And again, if you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. I'm a teacher more than anything else. So hands raised, hands raised. If you sit there with a question, don't let it spin in your head and then not hear everything else. Just ask a question. So the first thing, again, being a psychic and working with people every day, I would see how off balance we are more than anything. Our modern world, we have gotten so far away from this, from nature, from knowing moon cycles, though many of us now do, or attaching into that, from feeling the tides, feeling the earth. And we are off balance. People come to me, how many people are on medication for being off balance and for their stress and for their this and for their that? And maybe all they need to do is hug a tree. So I kind of went into that, maybe all you need to do is hug a tree. So I took that basic content. The whole book is around my 30-second exercises to cure everything. And then we'll get into love and sex and health and money and all that stuff. But if I'm a big believer in the psychology. My grandfather was this famous psychoanalyst, very Freudian, very scientific, had no belief in spirituality, had no belief in religion, was a practically evangelical atheist. So I wasn't raised with any kind of belief system, religion, or spirituality on the plus or on the minus, just no education there. But I, again, saw this energy. But I do understand that mind, body, spirit of science. We understand 20,000 books are written about it. Self-help books, psychology books, spirituality books, occult books, Christian books, mind, body, spirit. We know we'll never surpass our own thought pattern, right? We just won't. I could never do that, right? Now you could never do that. It's like, oh, that'll be easy. I'm going to make it happen. We do. Science has proven psychology will never surpass our own belief system. Mind, that's what mind is. Body, you have to take action. You got to get off the couch no matter what. It's like, I want to get healthy. I want to go find a lover. You got to, mind, body, you got to take action with your body. But spirit is the part that most people don't really get because it's less tangible. It's like, what is spirit? Actually, spirit could be lots of things. It could be your religion. It could be your faith. Go to church, go to temple, go to mosque, go to some in prayer. The faith behind it is the spirit that can make it happen. New age, vision boards, affirmations. I want this in my life, creating it. That's the spirit that can make it happen. A shaman or a witch, a spell working, a candle, the herbs, the oil, all that stuff. That's the spirit, what's in it to make it happen. But if you go through, if 1 out of 3 is wishful thinking, I wish I had a partner, I wish I had money, I wish I had healthy. 1 out of 3, you're not going to get it. Wishful thinking. 2 out of 3 is hit or miss, and miss as often as not. 3 out of 3 is, guess what? Unless you're breaking the law of physics, like I want to be a foot taller or fly without a plane, 3 out of 3 is always a home run. You could look at everything in your life that you guys have accomplished, big and little, go through everything in your life that you've made happen. You've believed you could do it in some form, or that you were worthy of it. You've taken some sort of action, and you had the spirit, faith, magic, or belief behind it and make it happen. The stuff you haven't quite accomplished in your life yet, look at it. You just need to probably trait one or two of those things. Maybe you don't really believe you deserve a partner, or to have a good job, or to have a beautiful home. Maybe you're really not taking action. You are on the couch. Or again, maybe it's that spirit, that magic, that faith to make it happen. So I took this concept to how off balance we all are. So I'm like, okay, people come in and they are stressed and they are crazy and they are sad and they are this. So I decided to put everything into those 4 basic elements: air, fire, water, earth. Put your whole body into those whole air, fire, water, earth. That's easy. Your earth is who you are. It's your persona. It's your home, how people know you in women's the womb. Ah, that's Fred. He's a jolly guy. Oh, she's so smart. That's your earth. We all get that, right? Your fire is your passion, your creativity, love, sex, God, art, all those things. What drives you to do what you're doing. That's north and south in an elemental compass. North and south, who you are and what drives you. Easy, easy. But guess what? Where we all get off balance is this: west and east. West, like an airplane going like this, like like those little birds that were here last night, those little hawk birds. West is our water. It's our emotions. Almost 60% of our body, almost 70% of our planet. Emotions. Yeah, we can't be stuffed in, ignored, judged, whatever. Water is our emotions. And air is our thought pattern, our focus, our clarity, the chatty brain we get, or the foggy brain we get, the clarity sense. So that's pretty easy. Air, fire, water, earth, it's who we are, what drives us, our emotions and our thoughts. What is the most problem? Our emotions and our thoughts. What do we need more than anything to survive? More than what? A couple of days or a couple of minutes? Water and air. Water and air. So all of a sudden, if you're going, okay, I'm in life, and if you're not maybe not as happy as you could be, it's like, every one of you, you're here, you're be able to come to a thing like this, you're living, you're alive. Every one of you should be so joyous that you are alive. You should be this happy every day. And if you're not that happy, or maybe you're not being as productive as you can be, like, well, I should do this, but I'm not. Or equally important, maybe you're not as conscious as you can be. Because really, I think this whole pandemic, we don't want anything by rote, phoned in, asleep at the wheel, automatic pilot. These words we've gotten too comfortable with. That's the zombies in the movies. That's what we have become. That's what this wake-up call is. So if you're not as happy or productive or as awake and conscious as you want to be, instead of staying in that spot, which we tend to do, or people, I'm just going to numb out and watch television, or some people drink, or some people shop, or some people eat. That's what we do to kind of numb and not look at that. Instead, just go, okay, that's my emotions. I'm really upset. I got into a fight with my roommate or my spouse, or somebody flipped me off on the freeway, or I don't even know why. I'm just angsty. If it's your emotions that's getting the best of you for any reason, justified or not, doesn't matter. That's your water element. That's basic pagan. That's your water element. What you need is water, running water. That's it. Easy to find. Think how good you feel after a shower, right? No matter what, a shower makes you feel better. It's literally what's in the water. Like an aspirin takes away a headache, water smooths, flows your emotion. But you can't jump in a shower 1,000 times a day, though I know a couple TV writers who do. But as a rule, you can't jump in a shower 1,000 times a day, but you can always find running water. Bathroom, kitchen, lunchroom at work, pour a bottle of water in your hand, drinking fountain, hose. So if water is for the emotion and mind, body, spirit always works, you walk up to that sink in the lunchroom. Again, mind, and I'm about being verbal. Okay, you state with what you want. With this water, I am going to release this angst or anger or fear or whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever that is. Mind, body, hands, you are running your hand. You stick your hands under that water for 30 seconds. Guess what? The second your hands touch that water is the spirit, because this water is that aspirin for the headache. Mind, body, spirit. Hands under water, 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, you will have healthfully release that angst, fear, anger, sadness, whatever you're feeling in a healthy way, instead of holding it in your jaw or holding it in your shoulder or holding it in the belly or all those other places you hold it. You've truly released it and it's gone. Now if you need to deal with what made it go away, you can. It's like, okay, now that fight I had, I can go in and be reasonable, not just a screaming Mimi about it. You do it. So that's your water. But say it isn't your emotions, it's your head. You've got chatty head because you're not focused, you're not clarity, you don't know what you got. Maybe you've got to go up on stage and you got to make a speech, or maybe you've got an important conversation, or maybe you just can't focus and you're working because that's attached to air, and nobody breathes anymore, you guys. Nobody breathes. We're always in a hurry. This fast pace, we breathe shallow. Everything is about breath. And yes, it is great to do nice breathing exercises, and I highly recommend them, just like meditation. But I like to fix things in 30 seconds. So to get 30-second breathing to work, what I do is add sound. I do a lot of magic with sound. It's called Heka work. It's Egyptian magic. Every sound we make actually has an effect on us. Every vowel, every consonant, form and force and function. And you could study this. A's do this and B's all that. I'm not going to bore you with a lesson in Hekas, but just know that vowels clear your head. Vowels are the thought process. Vowels are everything. Think about it. Pretty much every sacred word is a vowel. Amen. Om. Falling in love. Ah. Rolling. Ah. Open up. This opens up this whole crown of illumination. So if you've got that chatty bread, or you've got that foggy head, or you can't think, or you've got to be really clear, you're helping your kid with their homework, and you're just not in your headspace right then, that's your air element. So again, whether you're talking to your brain, or whether you're talking to God, we're going to that mind, body, spirit, or you're talking to the little brain cells in your head, or you're talking to the element of air itself, with this 30 seconds of deep breathing, with this 30 seconds of vowels, I need to pull in the focus and clarity of the air element. So when you want to sit there in your car or in the lunchroom going, ah, or om, or even E-I-E-I-O with your kid, within 30 seconds, I promise, that chatter in your head will stop, the fog will lift, and the clarity will come in just like that. And those two are the ones more than anything, emotions and thoughts, focus in water and air, right there as we move into it. And 90% of the time that'll do it. But maybe you're not feeling grounded. Maybe you're just like a lot of you, because you are gifted, travel out of your head. Wait, come back. It's like, whoops, I left my body again. Whoop, come back. Or just maybe you're not feeling safe, or you're not in your body. You need grounding. That's the earth element. Earth is earth. Hug a tree. Hug a tree. Get barefoot. Do that earthing work. Get barefoot on grass or dirt. But what if you're on the 35th floor of an office building and there's no trees to hug, the plants are fake, and you can't find anything that's rock or plant or wood. A pencil still has the spirit of that tree. A hardwood floor, the granite countertop. There's wood furniture, a rock, a crystal. You guys are crystal magical people. The diamond or stone in your ring. This still has the spirit of that tree. So it's like, wow, I need grounding right now. I'm going for a meeting with my boss or whatever. I'm out of my head. I'm not, whatever that is. Okay, so whether you're talking, spirit of the tree, or Mother Earth, or you're holding your crystal or your rock, or the power of that rock, with this 30 seconds of deep breathing, I want to pull in the power of this rock, or the power of this bush. Everyone feels this one a little bit different. Literally, I feel it just with 30 seconds, like a warm earthen blanket wraps around me, and I'm safe and I'm grounded. Some people feel it like, ooh, sturdy, strong, like tree, whatever it does. Within 30 seconds, just finding wood, stone, anything living, you're grounded. And now for fire is that passion again. And we've all been, because of everything going on in our scary world, a lot of us, our fire has been pulled in because we're afraid of the craziness and the this and the that. So this beautiful fire we have, maybe we have a hot date with our honey, or maybe spirituality is also fire. Christianity is Holy Spirit. You want to talk to your spirit. You want that. That is that fire energy, the spirit talking to the other side, or maybe you're just tired. You have all the earth in the world. You had a late investigation and you got to still get up early and go to work. And you need the fire and the passion to get up. And you can't dance around a bonfire, because that's always my first choice. If you have any Native Americans, so if you can dance around a bonfire, light a fire, do that. But if you can't, in your day-to-day life, and you can't light a fire or make a fire or tap into that The Heka for fire is Z. Zzz. Like literally, of all these little bees buzzing around here. Ask your 8-year-old kid, what does a bee sound like? Zzz. That is that Kundalini fire energy right there. So again, you have the hot date, you're tired or whatever. Okay, so whether you're talking to the breath of a dragon, the volcano Pele, Holy Spirit, whatever that is, that fire, the beating of your heart, is the 30 seconds of deep breathing with the 30 seconds of Z sound. It's the serpent, it's the lightning strike. I need to pull in the fire element. So if you're sitting there going zzz at your desk, within 30 seconds, you will start to feel a tingling in the base of your spine. It'll rise up your spinal cord. And within seconds, you'll have the fire, passion, creativity, energy, whatever it is to do whatever you want to do. And those 4 things are all completely free. They take 30 seconds, and you could do them anywhere. And then I've seen people to turn their happiness quotient up by this, turn their balance quotient up like that. So that little exercise is why I created this book. And then within that book, I went into stuff, well, let's teach them practical magic, what I do, because I don't have time for others. Energetic house clearing, bathroom magic, because we all go to the bathroom every day, right? We all get stressed every day. We all know salt cleans things right. Every day we use salt when we do house clearings and things like that. Well, guess what? When you go to get a little salt in your shower, just pitch it on the ground. Guess what? That's going to turn it into a cleansing shower without the big fancy salt bath. But every time you go to the bathroom, and everybody goes to the bathroom, guess what? All your lower chakras are open. They just are. And we do collect a lot of stuff, angst, anger, whatever that is. So when you go to the bathroom, before you sit down, just a little pinch of salt in the commode. You sit down, you release that, whatever you're holding on to, release the toxins, release the energy, or release the fear. Water is a great big, the toilet is a great big water cauldron. For all you magical folks, it's got real fresh water, moves around, takes it to, it's like, wow, I've got a built-in water cauldron right here in my house. Every time you do it. And besides, it's a great conversation piece. Having a little Morton salt shaker in your bathroom or a little cute cup of salt. It's a good conversation piece for your friends. That's the stuff my book is about. Again, and energy, people forget about, a lot of you guys know it, but directions, which way to go. For everybody above the equator, counterclockwise gets rid of things. If you're doing a house clearing, you've got your, I think sage is overused, but you're using whatever, counterclockwise, unless you're in Australia. It's called starwise. It's science as much, it's magnetics as much as spirituality, because they all tie together anyway. So if you're clearing your house, you're going to go counterclockwise. And then you clear it, and then you want to go clockwise and add in the love and health and happiness and all that. But the same thing if you're storing your morning coffee and you want to get rid of angst, I'm going counterclockwise. I'm going to get rid of my fear about going to the job today. Your kids' oatmeal, I'm going to stir in love. I'm going to stir in what I want. You're going clockwise. Just remembering that in your day-to-day life, whether you're washing your mirror, put that into your food. So I go do things into kitchen magic, practical magic, herbs and oils that work for you. Moon cycles. You guys, we are that 60% water. We are controlled by the moon. It's not just a crazy full moon like they'll tell you at the hospital and the police station. If we tap into that, many of you know that, many people just don't. We just had an amazing new moon a few days ago. If every full moon, that's a time for contemplation. Whether it's a 30-second, what do I want now? Not what did I want last month, or not what does the world want for me? Or you go into big meditation. Every new moon, that's the time you go inside. The next 2 weeks, while the moon is waxing, it's written on your cell phone, it's written on every waxing moon, add into your life. You're tapping into your tides. Wake up in the morning, go, the moon's waxing, I'm going to do more exercise. I'm going to eat more vegetables. I'm going to be kinder myself, whatever that is. Those almost 2 weeks of waxing moon, if you go, this is the time to add. In magic and witchcraft, that's when we do positive adding spells to things. I'm going to do my money spells onto the waxing moon, but just do it in your day-to-day life. Every full moon, and it's a 2-day option, don't get crazy. Every full moon, that's the time. Get outside if you can. Be in gratitude. Gratitude, because we know everything is about gratitude. Be in thanks. Whoever you thank, God, the universe, the moon, your higher self, the aliens, gratitude. Thank you for this. And ask for what you want. Where everybody's belief system says you're supposed to ask, whether it's through prayer or affirmation. So thank you for my 1-bedroom apartment. I love it. And I want to 2-bedroom apartment. Please, I really need that. Whatever that is. So every full moon, just gratitude and ask for what you want. And then the next 2 weeks, while the moon is waning or getting smaller, you can watch it right out the window. It's getting smaller. That's when you release what isn't serving you. That's when I always start a diet. That's the time to quit smoking. That's the time to, I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm not going to worry so much. I'm not going to be so hard on my whatever workmates. So all of a sudden, in a month thing, you're spending 2 weeks adding what you want and need, that celebration of what you have and the ask, the 2 weeks of letting go, not good or bad, but what's no longer serving you, and then the contemplation. And guess what? It's just like breathing, that thing we all need to do, that breathing. And you will notice within just a couple weeks of doing this and being conscious of this, 2 seconds out of your day, the good stuff in your life starts getting better faster and faster. The stuff you don't need starts falling away with the grace and ease of the moon, the base and ease of the moon. So that's what I see. And then I go into chapters about love, finding love, money. Money's easy, you guys. We've turned it into such a big thing, ridiculous thing. Money is just energy. You guys all work with energy. Your K2 meters this. Money is just energy. So if you need to burn a $1 bill, burn a $1 bill. Weight loss, health, kitchen magic, all the things that we do. I'm a big dragon girl, dragon stuff. So more than anything, how are we doing on time? 2:24. Oh my gosh, we are doing great. So just whether you get my book or not, that's not what it's about. Just you guys look at your life. Don't be zombies. Don't be asleep at the wheel. Not that any of you are, because you're doing stuff like this. So I'm sort of preaching to the choir. But I do know, because I do see energy and how much we give away, how much power we give away. And if look in every area of your life, who has the power? You do. And if you don't, who or what have you given it away to? You know, is it in you? Maybe you have it in your health, but you don't have it in your financial situation. Maybe you don't have it in your love situation, and you do have it here. Just look at those 3 little thought patterns: mind, body, spirit. One of those is missing, or 2 of those are missing. And in the craft world, in witchcraft, amazingly, it's the same thing. If we're doing a spell, we call it the creation, the working, and the dispatch. The creation of a spell. I'm going to do a love spell. I'm going to do Friday because that's the day of Venus. That's the day of love. I'm going to use rose petals because that's the highest vibration. So that's the working. Guess that's the creation. That's the same as the mind part. Then the working part. I am sitting there grinding my rose petals, carving that candle. That's the body. You are literally taking action with your herbs, with your oils, with your candles, with your chants, whatever you're doing. And then the spirit, that's the dispatch and magic, whether you're drumming with our Native American friends or you're sending it up, hang it to the heaven. It's all the same because energy is energy. It's just whatever word you put into it. We create a template for our lives. So, and a lot of it has to do with our belief system and religion, which is great. But whatever your belief system, or you create your own belief system, what that is for navigation tool. It's so you can navigate life, you can navigate spirit, you can navigate this world and that world for those of us who deal in both worlds, which is all of you. So create your world, find your world, and take your power back. And the secret to everything is dark blue panties or underwear. Yeah. I can't tell you how many A-list movie stars will have a dragon on their thing and blue panties. I didn't know why it was. Somebody told me that literally in the 80s, and I'm like, that's weird. But they said anything really important meetings, interviews, whatever that's really important to you, always have dark blue underwear, panties, whatever you want to call them. And I'm like, is it old wives' tale? Is it magic? What is it? I didn't know what it was. But really what it is, again, because everything has it's a high vibration color. Those of you who know chakra work, your chakras go red, orange, yellow, green. The blues are way up here in that high vibration. So when you're putting on those blue panties, you're putting on a high vibration color on those lower vibrations, red and survival and lower chakras. So even if they never see your panties, unless you're trying out for pole dancer, you're going to have that higher vibration. You're going to go in there being your very best self. It's just crazy how it works. And of course, it also taps into that mind, body, spirit thing, because again, Mind, I know that my blue panties will make me more magical, make me my best self. Body, you are literally sticking on your body. And the spirit is that blue is the color of blue is a high vibration, so you're putting it on. Again, everything ties together in these perfect little puzzle pieces. Make sense? Yeah. So that's what this book is, and that's how I've really lived my life. And you don't have to do. You guys can create anything. I was supposed to be dead a long time ago. My mom took a drug that they gave with women in the 50s and 60s under the false belief it prevented miscarriages, but they knew from 55 it didn't work before my mom ever took it. But it became the first big pharma thing. It just became, ooh, take this for a healthy baby, just like what they do now, big pharma about money. They didn't know it hurt you or that it was a carcinogen, but they knew it didn't help you. But then when we reached puberty, we didn't reach puberty. We were dropping off like flies, or I basically hit menopause at 15, never hit my period. I went into hot flashes, all this stuff. So I became a victim in many ways between 15 and 30. Does she have lupus? We don't know. Fibromyalgia, any autoimmune disease, you can cure like that. I know it. It's energetic. It is. It's real. Yes, it's real. And this and that, but those hard to diagnose. But anyway, so, but by the time I was 30, again, I was a magical person. I was a witch. I could talk to Debbie. But the prognosis and diagnosis was your hormones have been so messed up that you have a tumor in your head that's this big. It's blocking your vision. You have 5 fractures in your back because you started getting osteoporosis at 15 because you went menopausal at 15. You never had this. So you have every carcinogen thing that goes with the DES exposure. And again, between 15 and 30, drugs, surgeries, this and that, carrying Medrol dose packs in case I swole up like a balloon. And I just went, no, I don't think I have to have this world. I believe in magic. I believe in balance. I'm going to put some of my belief system that I claim to live into action every symptom went away. I haven't been sick in 30 years, you guys. I have not been sick. So when I was told at age 50, if I made it to 50, which I probably would not make it to 50 because again, I'd be dead from one of the cancers or the tumor in my head. And if I did make it to 50, I would be in a wheelchair. And I was a dancer. I was a Hollywood girl. I'm like, and I would be in a wheelchair. And I'm like, that's not going to work for me. So at 50, instead of being dead or in a wheelchair, I used positive magic to try out for Wipeout, the world's largest obstacle course, those big balls. I beat like 80 to 100,000 people, got on Wipeout, scariest, hardest, most painful thing I've ever done, but most empowering. I get there, and you guys know that show. It's scary. It's the big balls. It's the first drop is like 900 feet into flaming water, and I kept going through, and again, positive magic to get there. I wasn't going, ooh, I hope that girl breaks her foot and I hope that guy. No, I was like, you do good and you do good. And all this good energy going out comes back. Why would you send out bad energy? Oh, it came back. And then all of a sudden I'm on the show. And then I'm on the show going, I can get in my car and leave. I'm afraid of heights. I forgot that I was afraid of heights. But I did it and I didn't even hurt myself. The first girl came back with like a fat lip, and I had a show the next day. I go, that won't work. And the second girl came back with welts, and they were half my age. And I went, nope, magic is here. I am protected by energy, by spirit, by God, by everything. I made it to the finish line. I didn't get far because I didn't want to, because you make it the next level, you're shot out of a cannon into a burning wire. And I didn't want to go there. I just wanted to accomplish it, but I did it. And it was all with positive magic, and it was all with self-belief, and that's it. Period. We have that magic. So that's addicting. And then I was like, wow, for the next 6 months, you go, I can walk, I could do anything. If I could do that, I can make that scary phone call. I could have that real conversation with my mother, my spouse, my friend, whoever that is. So then that's addicting. So then I'm like, okay, what can I do next? Because I like this kind of magic. It's fun. Okay, should I not be on? What should I not do? Well, I can't cook. I flunked out of home ec in high school. My husband won't let me in the kitchen. I'm going to cook for Gordon Ramsay. That's it. I'm going to get on Master Chef. So I, of course, played the whole witch card. I showed up at my first audition carrying my antique radio fly, a bubbling cauldron of Eye of Newt pumpkin soup. Yeah, I did. I had my cloak. And again, I made this thing. And but I kept going further and further. And again, same thing. I hope you do good. And I love what you're making and all this positive energy going out. But all the time I'm going, any minute they are going to figure out, I don't know what saute means. But months and months of auditions, and they're showing me picking the herbs in my backyard and doing this. Next thing I know, I'm walking into that Master Chef kitchen after a week of sequester, which they do all this stuff. And I'm like, this is scarier than a wipeout. Oh my God. I'm going to cook for Joe, for Gordon Ramsay, Joe Bastianich, Graham, these three guys. Gordon Ramsay's afraid of ghosts, you guys. You guys could scare the pants. Every one of you who are not as afraid of ghosts could scare the pants off Gordon Ramsay. Because little sweat beats down his head. It's like, great. He is. So again, I made it on Master. It didn't stay long, but I didn't intend to. I just wanted to prove that point, that the power we have to do. And they tell you beat like 100,000 people to get there. They nationwide. You're at the convention center with 900 people to get on. So again, same thing. Again, I go, that's addicting. What am I really, really, really not right for besides cooking? America's Got Talent. I have got no talent. I'm a mediocre dancer. I can't sing on key. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, well, I'm psychic. I'm going to psychic reading. So months of auditions of psychically reading Howie Mandel's dogs. Next thing I know, I am at the Dolby Theater. I am psychically reading Howie Mandel's book. And again, you have to have a good sense of humor in life, please. And I knew this was going to be, excuse my language, clusterfuck, because I've been getting there. I'm like, I can't believe I got here. Another 100,000 people. I should not be here with these beautiful dancers and these beautiful baton twirlers and these beautiful. But I remember the producers coming up to me and going, okay, when you go on this beautiful Dolby where they do the Academy Awards and the beautiful stage, they go, okay, when you get on stage, make sure you get down to the dog's level. Okay, get down on the ground, like squat down. Okay, so okay, and make sure you get Howie Mandel up on stage with you. I think, yeah, okay, I'm getting this now. Okay, and make sure that you guys get to. I mean, okay, and instead of the little Chihuahua dog that you've been auditioning with, he's got his kid's big bulldog. So Howie just like, okay. So again, I'm all walking, I'm talking. Okay, I can do this, and of course, next thing you know, Howie Mandel and I are rolling around on the floor, wrapped up in a leash, and the dog's attacking him, attacking him, because he knew the dog, but they knew the dog would do that. And what's funny is that you can't really touch Howie Mandel. He's got that germ thing way before COVID. And it's like, we're screaming. I'm trying to help him off the floor. I'm screaming. It's a cockfight because again, it was his energy against the dog. It was very funny. But again, you guys, if I can do that, you guys can do anything. You could do that little thing that you're slightly afraid to do in life. You do that thing that have that conversation with whoever you need to. You could wear that outfit you didn't think you could wear. We are amazing beings. So embrace it. Again, in a lot of ways, I know I'm talking to the choir because you are following your passion. You're not home watching TV right now. You're not just home numbing out to whatever that is. You're the people who are here, but spread that to the world, just who you are and what you do, and then crank it up. I'm big on volumes right now. I sit in front of my microphone on my podcast and stuff, and it goes 0 to 10, 0 to 10, and so often we've got that so dialed down. Crank it up to 11. Anybody old enough for Spinal Tap? Crank it up to 11. You guys, everything happens. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I got to make a career out of what I love to do, out of my passion. I fought it. I fought lots of aspects. I was a Hollywood girl, so I was an actor and this and that. But this psychic side of me, I kept really, really separate. I'm good. Because I ran a corporate production company, I'm like, and I produced shows for like Microsoft and Mattel and big corporate companies. I'm like, these people cannot know I talk to dead people and dance around bonfires, and it's like, they cannot know this. This is just not, you're working with HR departments, only touch elbows. It's like, oh gosh. So I kept it very, 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 very separate. And I had this whole magical world and empowered world, and I was well into that. But I would not show that in the world, in media or in screen in any way. And then in 2008, that big corporate crash hit, boom, everybody. And I was doing corporate shows and everything got canceled. because of people who misuse corporate entertainment with jets of girls flying off to whatever, my motivational shows to the HR department of Microsoft in a song and dance extravaganza to teach whatever went out the window. And at the same time, reality TV was going like this. So I got a call from a friend who goes, Patti, we know your ability with seances and living. We need you to do a seance on a TV show, reality show. Nope, I can't do it. I won't do it. Please, please, we don't know what we need you for this. No, I can't do it. And I'm looking at my empty calendar. No, I can't do it. Okay, no. Please, please, we need you. Oh, no. I can't, I just don't. What's the show? And they go, well, it's called Mobile Home Disaster. And it's on a channel called Country Music Television. This was years ago. And I went, well, nobody will watch that. Who in the world would watch a show called Mobile Home Disaster on Country Music Television? Nobody. I knew. So okay, I'll do it. And then I went and I go, oh my gosh, this is the funnest thing I've ever done. I have an acting background. I have a sketch and improv background. I have a Hollywood background. But this was me getting to be the real me. And still I know camera angles. Still I know what to do. And you're just going to follow me around with 3 cameras and I get to do what I do. I don't have to memorize lines. I was able to help this beautiful little girl, a human little girl, and a little girl spirit. Yes, we were in this mobile home. We had a portal and she had actually drawn the portal on the ceiling and people thought she was crazy. And I'm like, wow, I got to really help someone doing what I do. But never again. I'm not going to ever do this again because this is not my persona, because I'm corporate Patti in my suit. So again, it aired and it was like, that was fun. And the very next day, of course, I get a call from my biggest corporate client, like National Bank. Hi, I saw you on TV last night. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I didn't know you were into the paranormal. My voice gets higher. Yeah. Yeah. I love the paranormal. Oh my God, I saw a ghost when I was 7. Blah, blah. We had the best and longest conversation we ever had. And I'm like, I'm out of the closet. I'm out of the broom closet. I'm out of the psychic closet. I'm out of the medium closet. What am I doing? All of it is the real me. All my performance side, my this, and I go, if they don't like me, they don't have to hire me. I don't have to do the motivational seminar. But it never hurt that business. I just don't have time for that business. So again, that's probably how Ghost Adventures happened, because all of a sudden I'm doing they need a psychic, or they need a medium, or they need a witch, or they need a house clearing, whether it's Bad Girls Clubs or Pit Boss or Nicole Richie or Home Improvement Show or a cooking show. I was a person to call. And then luckily I was enough to get called in just my first Ghost Adventures literally was, they were doing a haunted Hollywood and he had heard that I had talked to Charlie Chaplin and I somehow knew that was the exact seat, which I didn't know that I knew that. And it was just the one-off that a lot of people get, the local psychic or the local experience. But then luckily it turned, 6 years ago into a really nice relationship, working a lot with Zach and the guys. I mean, I work a lot of other shows, but Ghost Adventures is the only one people watch. So, but again, I'm just so lucky because I truly am creating what I want to do with my life. I see it. And now with PARAFlixx, my beautiful partner, Natalie, it's like, let's go next level. Let's have a platform where this world, the paranormal world. And again, thanks to her, because she is our heartbeat. She keeps it running. But, world domination for paranormal in love and in light and stuff. So the sky's the limit. So follow your dreams. Don't worry about if anybody laughs at you. If anybody laughs at you for what you want to do, it's like, you're trying out for America's Got Talent. You don't tap dance. Just say, yeah, I am, and jump in. Because they're probably just envious or jealous anyway, or they don't get it, or they're afraid to do it. Inspire them to do it too. So you guys, the world is what we make it, 100%. Only you are in charge of your life. We can't control everything, where we were born, what the situation is, how tall we are, but we can completely control with what we do with it. That's what we do with it, and that's the 99%. That's the everything, whatever that is. And my biggest inspiration in that, doing what you do, have you guys ever seen the YouTube guy with no arms and no legs? He's a body and a head. He is a body and a head. He was born, he should be dead. Of course, if you can't eat yourself, you have a body and a head. How scary, how gross. And he could have been the world's biggest victim or be dead. Instead, he is a motivational speaker. He inspires people. He comes out on a skateboard and talks into a little eye. he has a beautiful, fulfilling life. It's what he did with it. He was given a body and a head, and God, that's powerful. So you take what you've got and you make it what you want. So that's what practical magic or old world magic for the modern world. Tips, tricks, and techniques to balance, empower, and create a life you love. Thank you, guys. So you guys, and again, I'm speaking partly to the choir because you guys are here doing it, but just crank it up. Thank you. Any questions? I'll be back at my booth for a few minutes before I have to drive back to Hollywood. Oh, wow. Perfect timing.
That was amazing. You did great.
Thank you.
I think we're still waiting for the new reality to come on, so it's just us in here.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody out in the big
We're
wide
here.
world, for joining us today at Vulture City. It's amazing.
It's been amazing. Thank you, guys.
Yes, and what is our secret, Patti? Our big secret that nobody is. This is our first time meeting in person.
Yes, that is our big.
wow.
Isn't that
What?
funny?
Yes.
Friends, partners, probably lifetimes together. This is our first time meeting in person. Yay!
That's so awesome. Right
It's
on.
been an amazing weekend. What's been your favorite part?
I think just the people that are here. I think the camaraderie, the para family that really is created. That's what PARAFlixx.
Yes.
And what so many of our content producers things who have us. That's my favorite part. What's your favorite part?
So the ceremony, the opening ceremony on Friday night was incredible. We'll have a little compilation put together and sent out, or Unearthing the Supernatural. They're an incredible Native American team, and they did this amazing opening ritual ceremony. So that was really neat. It was very neat. It was very neat. It really kicked off the event and set the tone and the energy
and the magic. And
yeah.
our own Stefan Bugatti got to be one of the drummers within that. Huh, Stefan?
Yes,
As
yeah.
Stefan. Pop on in.
Right,
Come
right.
on in. You got Stefan Bugatti.
Hey, everybody. I went back to my native
How you
roots
doing, bro?
because I'm Native American, and I had the opportunity. It was awesome. It
Heck yeah.
started everything off great, didn't it? The
Oh
energy was
yeah,
nice.
it was beautiful. And Stefan, tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you got going on at PARAFlixx and
Oh,
everything.
hey, well, a lot of people follow me and know me. Oh, you got a message. Look at
It's
that.
just it's a notification.
Anyway,
It'll pop up.
I have a radio show called My Darkest Hour, which I've been doing for about 13 years. Lots of followers, and because of my good friend Patti, who was nice enough to be on the show and talk to me about it, said I should do another show for PARAFlixx. And now I have My Darkest Hours into the further streaming live right now on PARAFlixx. So if you guys get a chance, check it out, and then we can talk a little bit more about it when I see you guys at the next Paracons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And again, a big shout out and thank you to Cody Dare and Shawn Warren from the New Reality.
Awesome.
Of course,
Hello.
They hosted everything today.
Our pleasure. Our
A big
pleasure.
Thank you to the Ghost Finders and
Very cool.
the cast and crew of Transubstantiation, which
Can't
is
wait for that. It's going to be
our
exciting, huh?
first PARAFlixx original feature film coming out in early 2022. I had
Heck
the
yeah.
opportunity
Very impressive.
to go and see everyone on set when they were filming, and it was an absolutely incredible experience, and they're extremely talented. The film is going to be amazing, and just a huge explosion around the world with this film is what we're
Awesome.
predicting. So stay tuned for Transubstantiation coming out in early 2022. And again, and Cody and Shawn, are y'all are you with us?
We're here. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
Are you still on mute? Turn the mute off.
Can you see us?
Yeah,
Can you hear us?
Can you see?
Yeah,
There you are.
yeah. We can't. I'm gonna keep the camera like this here, so that I can make sure we keep it in a good landscape camera view. If I turn my camera this way, I'll be able to see you, but then we'll be long.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much. What was your favorite part about this entire live experience?
Talking to the Ghost Finders was actually very cool.
Yeah.
We actually have a lot of similarities that we kind of found out. So that's super awesome.
And our approach, their approach and our approach. I liked both of the lectures as well. I always love listening to Patti, of course, and Natalie. I found something new about you as far as your perception and how you look at things. Some similarities with the Mountain Man medium. So it's kind of awesome. I liked it.
That's neat.
Heck yeah.
That's neat. That's amazing. Well, I'd love to talk to you more about that, privately as well. And yeah, it's amazing. So thank you again so much. And the Ghost Finders are now coming to PARAFlixx.
Yes.
It is their season 11 premiere, as y'all know, and part 2 of episode 1 is going to be exclusive only on PARAFlixx Paranormal Plus.
Nice. There might be future collaboration with those guys at one point.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in out there at home and wherever you're at. We absolutely love all of you. If you have any questions or you'd like to reach out to one of us, we're always open. You can subscribe at PARAFlixx at paraflixx.com. And right now it's our amazing annual theme. It celebrates everything spooky and paranormal that we all love. It's 31 Days of PARAFlixx Halloween, and it's called HalloFlixx. So you can get 40% off your annual subscription with the code HalloFlixx40. And there is a free 3-day trial. So definitely check it out because it's the new streaming service dedicated to all things paranormal. You cannot find this anywhere. And the new reality, Cody and Shawn, the majority of our content is exclusive, and we're all one big happy family. And I think the energy and the love just comes right out of the app when you open it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
It's a big family.
All we need is a secret handshake, you guys.
We'll work on that.
We're getting all sorts of messages from around the world. Do this. No. Yeah. So, again, thank you so much. Goodbye to everybody. We'll do this. Until next time. Yeah,
absolutely.
See you guys.
It's a pleasure.
Super awesome time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
What an honor to be a part of. Again, just love those guys to death.
Yeah.
It is a big family. If you haven't subscribed, you guys, you need to go do that.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, check it out, guys. It's going to be awesome stuff. All right, let's go. We got a premiere to do, bro.
We do.
All right, guys. See ya.
Hey, peace out. Take care, guys.